Ladies and gentlemen, beasties and ballers, welcome to the first match of Day 2 of the final bracket for the Neo Crown Series. I am Ultra, this is my lovely co-host Stardust. We are being hosted by Skyblue Star Moon. Say hi, Stardust!
Hi, Stardust.
I forget that you do that bit somehow. The world's gonna end if I remember.
Oh my god, you forgot about my dad jokes. Oh my god.
Oh, Lord knows I'll forget again somehow. We have, the first day of competition was already crazy enough. And from here on out, it is, we're gonna play till the end for keeps. We have Grassroots prizing, of course. That very end prize for whoever gets in first place, the Sprecko pin. Whoever gets that's gonna be absolutely very happy. Of course, third and second place is what we're fighting for today as well. Third, second, first. It's all gonna end today, folks. If we could go to the bracket really quickly, just to see where we're all at. I'm too excited. I can't speak correctly. We have the Division 3 champion in losers, having taken it over one of our Division 1 players. Everything else, Dino, your bestie. Very strong players is who we're going to be watching today. For the first match. They're very solid. Very solid players. The only performance we saw from them yesterday were both 2-0s. Very aggressive in their sets and very strong, reliable players. Speaking of how strong they are, let's go look over their teams. I have it on good authority that Dino will be using the Voltoxin team. Stardust, take it away.
Alright, so you want me to go over Team 2. So, we start out with Sneak Attack, Assess, Telekinesis, Venom Touch. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay, so this is an offensive Venom Touch Voltoxin. You don't see that all the time. Where it doesn't have any moves in its kit that apply block, and it is relying entirely on net pressure to get off that Venom Touch. And then Orgala with the Passion Strike Nettle Sting set that we've been seeing a lot lately. Daredillo packing Desperate Force, Burnout, and Dodge Roll. Dino is the premier user of Desperate Force. I don't think that I've seen Desperate Force come up in cases where it wasn't Dino using it, or like a very cheeky ultimate attack team. So, yeah, Dino makes great use of Desperate Force in a way that I don't think anybody else in this game has figured out how to do. It's incredible to witness. And then we have Shloom packing Stinger, High Slam, and Torch Pass. So High Slam is also something that you don't see every day, and it actually got recently reworked. Fun fact. My god, Dino really loves species that don't need the volley to attack so that he can maximize his support plays. And it's funny because there's only one support play on this team, and it's Nettle. And then, of course, Torch Pass for that late game recovery looping that Dino loves to do. It makes you lose all hope, which is especially good on Shloom because it slowly kills itself anyway with Ancient. And then Bendiva, the scariest creature in all the land, with a Dump, Net Rush, and Spitball. So Dino running Bendivas like this may be one of the reasons that Bendiva has been drastically altered in the new patch. It no longer gets Net Rush or Spitball. Thank you, Dino.
Thank you, Dino, very much.
I was just going to add in that last little touch that Bendiva is a monstrous damage dealer that, with Thief, can basically guarantee itself a way to get to the net and dump you.
Scary. Very scary sets to go up against. It is also worth noting that it is the biggest Bendiva set we've seen be run all day. For Dump, Net Rush, Spitball. Team 1 is basically the same thing, except instead of a Voltoxin, there is a Scaldra here, Dreadful Mist. So it is sort of very matchup dependent in that sort of sense. Let's see who Dino is gonna be playing against today. Your bestie, I have it on. His word, he's gonna be using the same team as yesterday. We have Gremler with Stinger, Dreadful Mist, Nettle, with an adaptation, a trait I know my friend Stardust is very partial to.
Do love adaptation.
God, I hate adaptation. Trat with Echo Strike, Goo Goo Eyes, and Quick Tag with Mischief, being able to pass that off to somebody. It can be a bit of a double-edged sword if you put it onto someone with good support plays, of which there is only one on this matchup, which is Nettle. So, you know, there's worse opportunities. But Goo Goo Eyes, especially being able to be used on defense, is another free block. It's crazy. I know that very well. Clue Mask with Passion Strike, Exhaust Soliloquy on Stagecraft. It's a very strange set to see on a Dreadful Mist team, but as we saw yesterday, it's used to very good effect. Bessie definitely knows how to pilot it when there's a Frufolks with the Treat trait helping it out. Careful Shot, Quick Tag, Torch Pass. Very strong, very tried and tested Frufolks set. It's good for a reason. And we have Orgella here with the only set we've seen all Orgellas played with this tournament. Passion Strike, Nettle, and Sting. Super Organism keeps it from going down. It's very good to pair with Weepy and with Dreadful Mist and those sorts of things. Worth noting that the above team has Trat and Frufolks like on the bottom, but I'll let my friend Stardust talk more about that. Stardust?
Oh, sorry, I spaced out. What's up?
Team 1.
Okay.
Prosperity.
Sorry, I just woke up. I get more crazy when I wake up. Anyway,
you're fine. I just woke up too.
Soul Crusher, Wink Twist, Skull Copy. This is a fairly standard Skull Copy pair with Wink to apply Sweaty, Soul Crusher for that big burst damage at the start, and Twist for heavy disruption. And then we got Echo Strike, Quick Tag, Dispel, Mischief, Trat. Echo Strike being another really good disruptive tool, although being a little bit of a double-edged sword on particularly a Mischief beastie. But we've still seen it used to fairly great effect as of late. And Quick Tag is one of the best support plays in the game. Although it's interesting that Trat doesn't seem to have a lot of stuff on it that really super hardcore takes advantage of Mischief. But then you have Dispel, and that's where the fun starts, because you can dispel the ball that you're holding and then Quick Tag into whatever you want. What fun! So, Frufolks is our sideways mix-up, also running Set and Quick Tag, and it has Treat, so it comes in and supports its allies, of course. Daredillo is running Burnout, Dodge Roll, and Whoosh. This is a fairly standard, super offensive Daredillo set. It comes in fast and hard, and it leaves just as fast, usually with Dodge Roll. And then we have Sneak Attack, Wall, and Perfect Shot Fortress Armantis. Wall is an interesting choice for Armantis that Ket, I know, has been saying is awesome and incredible and more people should run it. And I would be implied to agree, because it is really good. But with Fortress, you technically don't even need it to get off attacks, so you have a lot of flexibility with Fortress Armantis.
Very solid sets. I mean, it's worth noting that Dino is also running a Burnout Dodge Roll Daredillo, except your bestie's taking the more treaded path of Whoosh, and Dino is not.
Dino is doing a Dino and running Desperate Force on it.
Yeah, it's interesting to see how many times the Desperate Force might come in. I don't recall that it came in too much the last time we saw him play, but regardless, it looks like our players are teeing up to start soon.
I feel like Desperate Force is one of those moves that you really, really have to know the game extremely well to make proper use of, so it's very befitting that Dino loves running it.
If we could go over to the player screen. Yep. Uh-oh. They were ready and then a thing happened. It wouldn't be a stream without it happening at least once.
Oh, so true. I beg and pray to the ball god Greg to bestow upon us the ability to spectate matches one day.
It would be awfully nice. It looks like there might be tech difficulties on the side of Dino. Never mind, we're chill. It looks like we are just about ready to start.
Excellent. It's always a good day to see a Dino game.
Always a good day to see Dino play. The only times I think I've ever taken a set off of Dino is when it's in Bash, so it's basically not even PC ball.
Yeah, honestly, those are the only times I've taken a set off of Dino, and even then I think it was only twice.
I have a positive win rate on Dino. I'm not gonna brag about it because Lord knows I just run Cast Elite over and over and over again, and there's a lot of strategies that it just kills. Never mind me, let's go look at our players. Oh my god, BC Ball.
Whoa, Beastie Ball! I'm gonna be honest with you, Nira. Anytime that I win a game on Dino, I make an announcement to the servers that I have in fact defeated Dino.
It's a worthy day when you defeat Dino. Trap looks like he's gonna be going Echo Strike into this Bin Diva here, trying to shut down any net rush and uh-oh.
What?
Wow, that was a DQ.
Oh dear.
Wow.
Seems like our players are having some connection problems. That's always unfortunate. You know, I was having connection problems with my PC, and it turns out that it was a Linux problem, wouldn't you believe
it? Extremely scary plume mask that made Dino run. It wouldn't be a stream without tech because I should have known it. Things were looking too good. Shloom themselves are coming after us.
Casper!
Thank you, Casper. Everyone say hi, Casper.
Oh, it's so cool when your dog just randomly barks at nothing. Don't you love it when your dog randomly barks at nothing?
Okay, it looks like, okay, your bestie's gonna be on the, right. Your bestie's gonna be on the left, trying to make the lobby. Apologies to our stream graphics coordinator, who is also hosting the stream, by the way. Shout out to Skyblue, everybody.
Whoa, Skyblue! I'm imagining Skyblue, like that one like GIF of the guy that's like really sweaty trying to reverse the layout.
Did you just pronounce it GIF?
Yes. I pronounce it whatever way I feel like, and usually it's the way that makes people upset.
You are the worst person I think I know.
You mean the funniest?
I'm the funniest person I know. Hold on.
Damn. You're stealing my title.
There was never a stolen title.
Wait. Can we curse on string? Dang it.
You could... We can curse on... I mean, there's Because like the only people above us are Wishes Unlimited. Thank you, Wishes Unlimited, for the Grassroots prize.
Thank you,
They're
Wishes.
they're not here right.
That's true. I
Big
suppose
Father
I'll
Greg-
only like censor myself if Greg tells me to.
That's rather convenient that the surf patterns are ahead again. Beastie Ball! We're gonna do Echo Strike, same lead, same surf. Assess onto the enemy team, but the
Oh
Diva might
god.
get that uber powerful dump. This is a bad thing though, because Dino just goes for it anyway.
Yeah, might as well.
Oh!
Echo striking Thief Divas has always been a priority in my heart and soul.
It does look like Spitball's coming out though, either way. Soliloquy.
Oh,
Oh, you're not gonna survive in Dread for 3 seconds.
no. Very risky to have out Plume Mask at the start, but I suppose your bestie really wanted that Echo Strike serve.
Now you're stuck between 2 options here. You can walk up to cover the dump later, or you can exhaust your Plume Mask, try to use it again later. We know that exhaust is a pretty good move from players like Mabel and Dino. Oh, there's his name again.
Wow.
I wonder why that keeps coming up. No, it's...
I think it's ideal for Trat to get out of the field because assess.
Nope.
Oh,
We're free balling. Oh,
free ball.
that's a nettle for sure. Into Blue Mask. That is a nettle for sure.
Absolutely. You know, honestly, I kind of love when people nettle my low health beasties to try and get that cheeky point because I almost always see it coming, and that means that my beasties ain't wiped. I think the meaner thing to do is actually to not nettle the 11 stamina blue mask.
Which is quite useful because that's what Dino did. Leave it alive for later. You
Ah,
have Grungle at 44 now. Another nettle, another double nettle means that it's gonna take its place in the back.
wow, I'm sure Scrungle sure wishes it had rain right now.
Another change that was made in main patch. I was confused. Just in case anyone from yesterday is not watching, someone new is watching today. We are on a different patch because we don't want our players to, what is it? Have to live through a not have to live through. We don't want our players to have to learn a bunch of stuff before finals after they've been playing for months and months. So we are playing on an old patch. Some things are going to be changed the next time you see us. Some things are changed even right now. Go play Beastie Ball.
It's on sale, 20%. Wow.
You should buy it. Oh.
Free Beastie Ball advertising while streaming Beastie Ball to mostly people who have already played Beastie Ball.
And that's a dead Scrungle.
Ooh, bye Scrungle. Considering swapping in Blue Mask? Oh
yeah,
my god.
Mask exhaust, maybe? Yeah, that's a difficult turn sequence, but like you don't really have another option for better action economy here.
Yeah.
There's just not much you can do here. Thankfully,
R.I.P. the Scrungle.
Yeah, it means that the Voltoxin's going to have a good place to get in here. You also have to guess for the purposes of your tempo. Try and figure out what slot Dino's gonna hit into so you can just get that free swap in. Telekinesis, Nettle, down into the Plume Mask, predicting a switch, nothing happens. Get all sea legs onto the court without any issues whatsoever.
Actually, interesting choice to swap out the Grimler because that would have been a lot more damage to be taking in the front row.
That it would have. Now we see. Oh, is that a miss?
Scrungle. Scrungle's coming back in.
Ah, the super organism. Oh my god, I hate this beast.
I love this booster.
I try not to be so biased, but God. Looks like we're gonna try to take a point here. No nettle onto the Orgella because that's exactly what it wants. And then it's right back
Yeah.
there anyway. Free ball on the serve.
That is a huge downside of... Wait.
Uh-oh.
Getting stung.
Hey guys, it's me, Bendiva.
It's me, Bendiva.
Neither beastie is able to live at the front, so that's just a free point for Dino.
Oh boy, I'm sure Grimler really wishes that it had a ton of bot and mine defense right now. There we go.
Oh, Fabio wasted no time doing any of that at all.
Mm-hmm.
You have to find a way to shut down this Bendiva before it's too late, and really, your bestie's trying to make progress on that.
I think stinging it might be the play.
Wait.
It can't dump you if it's sleepy. Although, there are quite a few high damage spirit attackers that could threaten it.
Yeah. I mean, we have a couple high spirit attackers right now. Problem being that Plumask has not been able to hit the field at all. Look at Dino's bench! He's been making all sorts of progress and his beasties haven't been taking damage.
Yeah, Urgella is especially good at doing that kind of crap.
Also worth noting that you're not really safe in the back end here either. Because of this Pasture Strike. At least the sneak attack telekinesis won't kill you just because of Weepy. But it's the best spot you have to try and get Plumask here, and yet 50-50, we can't quite call who's gonna be where, so we send it out right now, block into the Urgella, it's down into the Gremler. Good call.
Probably gonna see double nettle.
I mean, double nettle does look like it would be a good strategy here.
Yeah. That's what I would do.
You might also just want to keep that full toxin alive, just so that it can't come in and later. But I mean, I say, but we've seen your bestie make some incredible comebacks here. I'm not gonna sell him short. Stardello made Weepy. Pasture Strike can kill either or. It's now just a call, just a coin toss away from where you go and who you switch in. You could bring in the Fruit Folks, the front, just to heal Urgella for that little bit of health. It's a really awkward damage number to be stuck at.
Yeah.
It looks like they're sending it. Treat in. 46 dies to Dread, comes back up, and you get that quick tag with Plumask.
Excellent.
You get the quick tag into something else.
So we may actually get to see Plumask do something.
It's also worth noting Urgella's about to go down. You have to figure out what kind of play you want to make here, and it looks like we're going for the Echo Strike into the top slot just to threaten Urgella. Get it off of the field. Dodge roll coming out. Urgella's gonna be fine. There's nothing happening there. Now, also worth noting, Urgella's gonna be dead next turn. Like that is not a question. That is simply a fact now. So what the rest of this game revolves around is not the rest of this game, but the advantage you sort of deal with, how you play around that. It's also worth noting that Dino's bench is looking absolutely terrible now.
Well, as soon as Urgella gets off the field, it'll be full health again.
Yeah, but it's not exactly the grandest space to be in. Dread is down now. Can't really block to keep Shloom safe. Pasture Strike only on one beastie to be able to get it out alive. You don't have that exhaust. You don't have Dread to keep you safe, so you can't switch in anything else for it. A Nettle Passion Strike might be fun here, but doesn't seem you really have the option. Passion Strike into the front row might also be a good option. It's a strange spot to play into, but your bestie's found outs before that I didn't even consider. So we're gonna see what he ends up doing.
Oh,
Ollie free ball to the exhaust. Oh, if he hit there, it'd be crazy. But
wow.
it's still a solid turn. It's still a very solid turn. The only issue being that Gremlin can't really hit the field.
I mean, it
Like,
could, but it
still
might
stuck
die.
Might is a very friendly word to describe it, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it would die, chat.
I don't know about y'all. Hiya! Still alive, we're still here. However, Torch Pass can come out. We have that Nettle possibility. It looks like we're going to be taking it. Nettle pass, Passion Strike into the bottom row. Have to fix your top slot first.
Oh my god, that was bold.
That was very bold. I mean, Nemesis is going to find its way now one side, one way or the other. It's probably dead next to a Nettle. And then, of course, your Orgella in the back. Completely stable. Completely. But, they can't really... Dino can't stop this Torch Pass. Your Dillo has access to Provoke, and it's one of the more commonly run sets on it. Giving it up for Desperate Force is a little bit... You know, we're seeing that back and forth in decision making here. Sneak attack into the top slot. Try to hit Orgella for that much damage already. No, surely not another double free ball. Surely not another free ball play. I mean, he's thinking about it.
This wouldn't put you on a very good spot though, just because the Scrungles can't wipe to the Dread. But we're going for it anyway.
We're going for it anyway. Into the top slot, praying Voltoxis stays in. Simply does not happen. I mean, it's crazy, you still get to play after this somewhat, but you have the Nettle going down, and it doesn't seem you can do much to stop it. You can Sting trying to predict something, but it's not a very solid turn now. It's weak enough that it threatens something on the Orgella. Blue Mask into the bottom slot. We'll see what Dino makes of the play. Volley. Nettle up. And hit into the burnout slot. My god! Dino takes it. Keeping a finger on the pulse of this game the entire game. Even against Comeback Your Bestie. A very powerful entity from what we have seen. From what we will continue to be. Going up one in the set.
Oh my god. You know, I wonder if Dino's gonna get like a special pin board just for the Sprecko pins.
I wouldn't put it past him. I would not put it past him.
Dino, please, you're gonna share some for the rest of us. This is a joke. Dino can win as many as he wants. I really want that pin though. Dino, you should let me win.
Dino, you should give me the pin. This is a bit. Let Dino have the pins. Whoever earns the pins should get the pins. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. The leads are different. So it's the Wayward Pirates serving, Runaway Rogues, counter serve. I have to clean my glasses. Christ, when do they get so dirty? That has nothing to do with Beastie Ball. I just need to clean my glasses.
I mean, it does have to do with Beastie Ball because you can't see Beastie Ball if your glasses are dirty.
Oh my god, guys, you should watch Beastie Ball. Looks like Kumask is gonna be launching up a soliloquy here. Seems like a comfortable move to do. Vendiva is able to come in off of this sneak attack. We can see the Venom Touch coming out. Hey, my eyes must not be that bad after all. Yeah,
I've always felt
could
tortured.
We could also see Gremler come in. Dreadfulness,
Gremler.
copy the stagecraft, and then it's still an awkward spot to be in afterwards, though, because the free ball feels really nasty to do. And yet, he's looking at it. Nope, Orgella for now. None of the crazy theory. We're just doing a passive strike, rocket solid.
I've always felt. I do want to see a diva.
Yep, no diva. Simply setting
Aw,
up
no diva.
for its arrival with the assess.
I've always felt tortured by starting any game with Frufolks with Treat on the field because, like, oh no, it can't heal anything. Sniffle.
What a terrible place. What a terrible night for. You have Scrungle coming in off of this double nettle, sneak attack into the top slot. Scrungle takes the shot like a champ. Alongside that super organism, you have two unkillable monsters here.
I mean, they're killable, but they come back.
They're killable, but they come back. This is true. Ouroboros on the bottom there doesn't really care about being wiped. You might see Dino just rock with it. It's not going to be able to attack due to passive strike and not relentless. But we haven't really seen people score on a on the Orgellas almost ever in this day of competition. Dreadfulness might be going up now. No, it's just a nettle. Passive strike into the top. Nemesis with the Venom Touch takes the hit. They're both gonna be launching out Weepies. That's crazy. We're completely fine with it.
Everybody is so sad on this field.
Except, of course, for Scrungle. Scrungle is completely fine with how things are. We look at this. Actually, the switch into Frufolks might be a good call onto the top slot for Carmilla. Double nettle here into the stinger. We'll see if it works. Works out just in the nick of time. You get that sting able to come out too. Thank you, Casper. Everybody say hi, Casper.
I tried to turn off my mic, but he got one like wolf in before my mic went off.
Unfortunate. Do you have the ability to make it? Oh no, actually you don't even need the ability to make it do anything. You have. Oh, Sea Legs is back in action.
Yarhar.
How would you want to play this if you're Dino? There's a potential to get a lot off of a single point here, or a single attack. You just kind of have to play your cards right. Orgella down. Either way, you're looking at a nettle pass. You might just nettle the Gremler. Hit down. No, we're doing the exact opposite. We're nettling Orgella hitting up. But now you're being made to serve. Carmilla comes in. Well, I'm assuming it's Carmilla because they're hovering it. Carmilla comes in.
That ball sure is very free.
That it is.
Oh, are we gonna see a bold, careful shot play?
We are seeing a bold, careful shot play. Dino doesn't feel like giving up the point, so we're gonna have it hit here. We have a double nettle and a desperate force here. We're about to see the sophistication in action. Could see Gremler come in on either side for the Carmilla. I assume that your bestie wanted to torch pass out of this scenario, but with Orgella on the field, it's quite difficult.
Mm-hmm. The most
is
predictable play, yeah, is torch pass directly into Blue Mask.
And yet, you make it anyway, and it still looks pretty solid. You have to have their Dillo leave the field very soon. And we're just oh my god. Okay, word. No, I'm
Goodbye,
done with it,
Blue Mask.
actually. You know what? Goodbye, Blue Mask. You'll be back here in another turn to eat your vegetables. No high slam for the ability to do another double nettle. Get a weepy +1. High, it doesn't kill Orgella.
I smell a torch pass. Sniffle sniffle.
Oh yeah, just in case we thought Dino was about to be in a bad spot here. There's no provoke on the side of your bestie to stop that either. So pass and nettle, stinger into the bottom slot. Ah, and the treat with the wiped beastie, by the way, to get it coming out. We hit the stamina, we hit the nettle into the shloom, just in case Dino decides not to torch pass. Wow! I mean, what do you do from here if you're your bestie? That's an incredible call out to make your Orgella live, to keep the point in your field, but Mask isn't up yet. You have two options here with the Scrungle and with Trats. Into the top slot. Scrungle here gonna take their odds. You have no ability to really do anything with Nettle here either. You can't stop the Torch Pass coming out again because there's no provoke or anything to keep Shloom stuck on the field. The best bet might just be to Stinger whatever comes in, but we're setting Dreadful Miss again. For the sake of whoever's coming in, Torch Pass into Jaredillo.
Wow, this is a lot of free balls.
That it is. Jack the Joker. The Daredillo on the field. Looking to hit into something big. If they hit down into Orgella, then it gets Sting. I don't imagine Dino would do it. We'll see how the turn develops. It's looking like we're just gonna hit the Plume Mask into the top slot here. Have to do it all over again. Pass Nettle, burn out into the top. The Plume Mask gets addicted. Yeah, you haven't been able to get any big attacks off with this Plume Mask. Dino's playing around it incredibly well. I mean, it is big numbers, but again, you just haven't been able to hit with it at all. Pass with the volley. Dash strike into the top. Nacho's gonna come out, but it's not gonna be a blocked shot anymore. 48 into Voltoxin. It's 0-1, and the bench looks kind of rough for Dino, but look at your besties. I mean, it's absolutely abysmal. Sneak attack is gonna kill either way. Now you have to make a really hard, really tough call out on where that ball's going. Yeah, True Folk's about to come up here in 3 turns. Using Soliloquy just to try and see. Just to hope that a Telekinesis doesn't take out Orgella all the way. Or to start the cycle. Soliloquy is at least going to be a correct call in that sense. Hits into the top slot for Hamlet though. Hamlet goes down. Sneak attack into the front. This is setting up for Bendiva to win the game.
Yeah,
not really
I wish
much
I
you
knew
can
more
do to stop
Shakespeare.
This is exactly what happens in Hamlet. This exact situation is described line for line, word for word. Hope this helps.
I think you're right about that.
Yeah, my favorite part was when the sports king showed up.
My favorite part of Hamlet.
Oh, walk up with Metal for. Oh, sure. Honestly, sure. Bendiva's coming in anyway. You might as well try and cover your bases while you can.
Oh.
Oh. I mean, Orgella kind of doesn't really care. The only thing that gets stopped is thank you, Casper. Everybody say hi, Casper. The only thing that can stop from this is that Orgella's not able to reset itself in time, so you do have to dedicate to a switch in. The good news is that you can't really get hit out of the nettle. Yep, Passion Strike into the bottom slot. Fruit Folks takes the hit, thank God. You have that Torch Pass now, but at what cost?
No, I'm deeply curious what would happen.
I don't know about this!
That's not what I was gonna do. Wow. Okay, what?
Nettle coming out here. I guess the idea is that you have a torch. Now you have the guess for game. You have a Torch Pass or you have a Sting. And it just depends on who you hit into. But with Nettle, you can kind of confirm whatever you want to do here. I guess Plumas can still just raw swap in for whatever it wants, but at least your besties understood the futility of the situation. Going out to the Plumask. Nettle into the bottom slot, hitting into the burnout. Plumask is finally going to get that hit that it's been baiting for the entire game.
Wow.
However, it's going to be a dodge roll hit, and then we're back to the situation that we just started in. Dino playing confident as hell.
I don't know how much escape there is from this.
I don't either. I don't think there's much you can do here. I mean, Plumask has not been able to fire off any of the shots that it really wants to. Exhaust into the top. Into the top slot, but Diva's coming in. Surely. No, Sting onto the Orgella. That takes the hit, but now it has to be Orgella. Not Orgella, it has to be even Diva. Giving up the 1 point to confirm the game. Yeah, there is no out from here anymore. There is no out.
Ouch.
There is no out. Net rush into the dump. That seals the deal. Dino takes it 2-0 over Bestie. Shocking. I mean, that's a very solid performance. That's a very rock solid performance, Dino. Of course, we all consider to be the GOAT of BC Ball at the moment. And
the most goated.
Yeah, you see, I mean, you see why. It's a very solid game plan. No one else is even using Desperate Force, and Dino used, you know, the back row camping Orgella to great effect. I've not seen people use back row camping Orgella.
Dino preserves bench HP like nobody else.
Terrifying player to go against. Ugh. We're going to take a little break for our commentator brains to be able to catch up. Next match, as the bottom left that we're gonna have for you, Sleepy versus Mabel. Don't go away. We're gonna see who's fighting your bestie. Losers finals. That's not. Ladies and gentlemen, BCs and Ballers, welcome to the Neo Crown Series. I am Blue for an amazing reason. This is my co-host Stardust, and we are we are hosted by the wonderful Skyblue Starmoon. Say hi, Stardust.
Hi, Stardust.
It's me, I remembered it for a reason. I read the stream chat, I'm Blue for an incredible reason, because... Anyways, we have some incredible players here at the Neo Crown Series. We have an incredible match coming up with Sleepy versus Mabel. Sleepy, the Division 3 champion. Mabel, the 4th seed of Division 1. It's gonna be an exciting day today. I mean, it already has been an exciting day today. We only have more BC ball to be played. For this next match, by the way, determines certainly prizing. Your bestie and Dino are already guaranteed to have prizing. Neo from the Grassroots League. Thank you very much, Greg, the Banov Labanov. This match determines who gets the 3rd place prizing, or who has a possibility to get the 3rd place prizing. Once again, we are in the Underdogs Bracket, so any matches that happen here are for keeps. There's tournament life on the line. If we could go and look at the bracket, just to familiarize ourselves with the situation. Dino guaranteed in grands. We have your bestie In losers finals, again, these two have guaranteed prizing. Sleepy and Mabel dogfighting for third, or guaranteed third at least. See who can take home some art cards. Now, I have been told from both players what teams they want to play. If we could go over to Mabel's team. I Sleepy then. It's either way, either one. I'm fine with either one. I have it. I have been told that Sleepy will be playing the Zigzag team we saw them play yesterday. Stardust.
It was team 2, right?
No,
Or was it team 1? Oh, okay. I have a bad memory. It was very bold of you to think I would remember which one it was.
I apologize. I will never do it again. I will announce it next time. I apologize.
Okay, we've got Zigzag, Twist, Excited Pass, Skull Copy, so that's fun. It's basically a creature that you never want to hit into, ever. And what's even more fun about that is that it's right next to the Slippery Grimmler. So you're gonna hit it whether or not you want to, unless you're packing True Strike. Or any other form of redirection, i.e. Alugus. And so, the Grimmler's backing Slice for those sideways mix-up. Forward Pass to be fantastic support for the Skull Copy or anyone else that's next to it. And Fallback for defensive mix-ups every now and then. I've tried Fallback. It's good, but it's also very situational. It's always cool when people can make it work for them, though. We've got a Swarm Kaleidarn with Tactical Pass and Cyclone. It's probably synergizing very well with that Fallback Gremler to become a very annoying duo that has a million turns to do whatever they want to you. And then we've got a Zigzag Dump Provoke Bouncy Skiffrig. Oh my god. It's just like the constant zigzag synergy in this team. It's so good. Also being the team's primary disruptor with Provoke to shut down opponents' game plans. And then a Tool Clearfield Excited Pass Bandicraft with Captain. So further get to the front synergy there. It's fun to see Bandicrafts, even support Bandicrafts, starting to just run Tool. Just because of that surprise high damage at the end of the day could be super useful.
Yeah. I mean, really, having Forward Pass and Captain on different PCs. Very solid decision. Lord knows I've done it. Kaladarn, I've only used Kaladarn once, and it's in a similar role as a Tactical Pass Merchant here, whenever it does get hit. And I don't personally believe in the BC, but Sleepy showed us why it's solid yesterday. Hopefully they will show us why it's solid again. Just for posterity, Team 2 here. Rousing Strike, Drum, Soliloquy, Opera. With High Spirits, very much an offensive set, despite the low base power move. We have a Grisada with Careful Shot, Failure, and Rally. Sort of signaling the archetype of this team to going forward. Which is confirmed further by Magpike with Extrovert, Pressure, Heartbreaker, and Steel. Gonna be able to get itself to the front, get that boost, boosted by Rally. These mind attacks especially is going to be hitting incredibly hard. Blue Mask with Passion Strike, Rally, and Soliloquy. Gonna be inflicting weeping on everybody, everything, everywhere. Gonna be healing a lot from that drum. Be able to have guaranteed 3 turns under Rally, so should drums be up. And finally, Surgus with Careful Shot, Forward Pass, and Torch Pass. Absolutely stunning synergy on that team. Of course, we'll be seeing Team 1. Let's go and see what their opponent will be bringing. It's Team 2, yesterday. Covering Team 1 quickly, just for the crowd. Freeze Ray, Telekinesis Heat Up, Anticipation Silusk standing next to a Watchtower to take advantage of blocked. Silusk's defenses are increased by 1.5 times when it is receiving a blocked attack. Again, Watchtower forces a feeling blocked onto whatever hits the beastie standing next to it. These two pair incredibly well together. Explosive Spirit, also known as Burnout. That's main patch stuff, don't worry about it. Go play Beastie Ball. Goo Goo Eyes, Quick Tag. Just Quick Tag, such an incredible move to be able to make these kind of actions and plays whenever you need them. Spitball, Dump, Net Rush, Thief, and Diva. We just saw Dino pilot that pretty well. It's the queen of confirming games. The absolute gold standard as far as checkmates are concerned. Albrax with Freeze Ray, Provoke, and Assess is going to be able to drop your mind defenses for this mind-heavy team. Stop all of your defense and support plays from coming out with Provoke, lock you in place, and potentially your partner with Freeze Ray and Tractor Beam. And of course, Noizard with Slice, Provoke, and Drum. Just to be able to set up its allies, heal its allies, and stop your own fellas while providing sideways for the team. Stardust?
Okay, and so for Team 2, we've got Careful Shot, Forward Pass, Torch Pass, Treat for folks. So heavily support-based Fruit Folks that comes in, heals, takes some damage, and then Torch Passes to heal again, and occasionally provides you that sideways mix-up while also allowing it to boost its ally to the front row if need be. Then we've got Stomp, Chant, Drum, Rumpus, Masquery, a classic Drumpus Masquery. Stomp allowing it to passively build up boosts, so even if you don't plan on attacking with it that often, it can become a scary threat just passively. And then a Ego Blessed Telekinesis Cyclone Restoration Hydron, who is taking advantage of all the Rumpus and Drums on the team to become practically immortal. And then we've got a Super Commit Rousing Strike Drum Rumpus Hopra, further pulling into the Drumpus archetype. And pairing that Rousing Strike Hopra next to literally anything can turn just about anything into a threat. Oh, and the fun part about it is Hopra is also scary. And then we've got even more sideways mix-up on this team with our Clamor Noizard running Slice, Provoke, and Rally for that bonus spirit damage, and boost Ego Blast.
Hi Zonda, sorry, I've only just woken up.
It's okay.
Very, very solid sets of teams. Again, maybe we'll be bringing the second one. We saw it used yesterday. I mean, we saw both teams being used yesterday, rather. It's a rather incredible time. If we could get, I've forgotten to drag the player in to start streaming their screen again, so I'm just gonna faff about a little bit. Mabel on left. Mabel made them. But either way, clerical errors on our side, don't worry about it. We're just gonna have our players get comfortable and familiarized. But either way, I'm excited to watch Mabel play. I said it yesterday, I think Mabel's an incredibly strong player. I put her fair shake high on my list. I might be biased, but she's pretty alright. Don't mind me, that was me taking the label off of my water bottle. Hydrate yourselves, by the way. This is your hydration reminder. Please drink water. It is 111 degrees Fahrenheit for me. And it is
My God.
10 o'clock. Yeah, it's 10 o'clock. I love deserts. And whoever decided to make permanent settlements here. We're ready? We're ready? Okay, we're good. It looks like our players are together. And our clerical error has been resolved. We're gonna go ahead. It looks like Mabel is taking a bit of a bathroom break. Last minute preparations to steel herself for the climb that she must make. Both players here, regardless of whether they win or lose, regardless of who wins, whoever is going to continue past this game has a hell of a mountain to climb. I mean, their opponent, your bestie into Dino, is a rough spot. Again, So here's hoping that whoever wins have the determination to face it up and pursue greatness here in the Neo Crown series.
You know, I would be excited if somebody beats Dino.
I would be.
I really want to see that.
I would be very excited if someone beat Dino. And our game is starting. Sorry, I forgot to comment on this. Oh my lord. Zoned out too much. Our game started. We have Skiffrig with the Caladar front. Again, classic Mabel lead here with Noizard just guaranteeing that an attack will go one way instead of another. So any zigzag mix-up and dump mix-up is quite useless. Rousing Strike. Oh! But we have Noizard being switched out. Very worth it to note that it is still noisy, so it can come in and just force an attack anyway. But you don't really have a way to sort of confirm what slot it goes into, other than just, you know, the general idea that Fruit Folks is the one getting hit. Fruit Folks walks forward. Hot Claire takes that. Zigzag like a champion. Either way, super commit is gonna hurt. And you have that forward pass possibility able to come out. The only thing you can really do is turn that 70 damage hit into a 56 one. And you have to cover the sideways somehow. Haste walking up for it. And I like the walk up to cover for it, right? Mabel, it is a temptation to hit drum here. Instead, we're going for the volley. Possibly a misclick? Yeah, it would have been a kill on the Skiffrig. Or maybe it could also be a purposeful decision to just not want to deal with the Skiffrig right now. You know, Featherfall will have to switch out or eat the point. And it's a pretty ugly looking play either way. We're gonna see what Mabel's response to this, or what Mabel's thought process leads her to. You can't really protect the Hopra, you cannot block, so it's gonna be interesting to see what she does. Walk up to the side, completely fine taking the point here because Swarm has to come out. Oh, that's smart! Because after the Swarm, your Skiffrig is incredibly vulnerable. So it makes complete sense that, like, you'd have to switch it out, or because the double block isn't going to save you. Is Hopper going to walk up? They will certainly considering it.
I mean, it wouldn't even have to walk up if the Furfox was still next to it because of forward pass.
Yeah, also noting that Hydrome is here. You can walk up telekinesis, you can just telekinesis drums, set up Durandal to never have to play again. Actually, no, you can't set up drums, you're still provoked. Cyclone might just have to come out onto Durandal. So
I mean, you can't Cyclone and swap out the vulnerable Skiffrig at the same time.
No, you can't. Skiffrig's got, not Skiffrig, Skullcopy taking a massive hit in the name of protecting Skiffrig. You do have that incredible combo able to come out, but it doesn't kill Noizard, I don't believe. You have two volleys. Excited zigzag coming out. And again, that Noizard in the back is going to be able to do it. Twist into the bottom slot. Looks like CP's pretty dead set on it. Gonna see how Mabel wants to respond either way. Noizard comes into the top slot, serving with, what's its face? Serving with Slice is not even a thing we care about. We have the rally coming up, we have that provoke. Oh, it's a scary combination. We're gonna see rally come up, aren't we? Because it nerfs every single mind move on the enemy team while boosting Hydro. It's an incredible turn of events here. I mean, it's either gonna be the provoke or the rally. We don't really know what. Mabel taking your time to consider, ends with the rally. Ego blast into the bottom slot for the guaranteed point. Your team is fast, but my team is faster. Again, serve
Fortunate
with
slice serve.
you'd have to serve with free ball if you wanted to get anything better off. And it looks like that's what's going to happen. Well, it could be also the slice. Yeah, we're just going for slice. Screw it. We don't care. Oh my god. I mean, how much is a tool gonna threaten, truly? You're provoked. You can't. You could Cyclone, actually. And then you would be in a really tough spot after the walk forward. Not quite yet. Either way, actually, now you get that really terrible combination of either Durandal and Joyusi. Mabel, please tell me how to say that after the stream. Either one of them can make incredible progress. Cyclone comes out onto Durandal, but it doesn't mean much. We know Noizard's taking the hit. Excited pass, tactical pass is going to come out. Is it enough to threaten? It is enough to threaten, not enough to kill. Yeah. Get into this front slot. Make a play. You cannot, worth noting, you cannot Cyclone with any consistency because of that provoke on the Noizard. Yeah. CP only now realizing it. Walk up into the Caladar, maybe? Broke in the top slot. See what happens. Stop it to the bottom. 2-1 for Mabel. Very commanding lead so far. We've seen Sleepy make these back before, though. Oh my god. Looks like we're going for that slice mix-up now. So Copy's back online, but at what cost? Gremler is able to get slice going. You are also able to clear the field, kind of keep Hydro from being able to take root. We're gonna see what we're doing here. Slice into the front. Is it gonna get caught? Mabel considering her options either way. Treat here is not gonna handle it. A slice serve. Mabel simply walks up. Yeah, but if Mabel simply walks up. Torch pass into Durandal, never mind!
Wow.
It is not your game. Oh my. Yeah, you have telekinesis, you have telekinesis drum. You have potential for a lot of things to happen here. Worth noting, Skiffrig is not at a workable HP. Kind of have to go into this awkward Caladarn combination with Gremler. Walk down, telekinesis, hit into the Ego Blast. That's Caladarn at 52. Oh, and the worst part about this is you don't have Provoke. You can't actually stop Durandal from just cycloning you out. Either person, really. Really, it depends on if you want to keep the Cyclone on their field away or if you want to keep it sideways away. Really, Gremler doesn't threaten much. Durandal's already in position. We'll have to see on what Mabel settles to do. Cycloning Gremler out. No boost on the field for you. Telekinesis from, perhaps? But this is actually a scary situation to be in. For Skull Copy. Oh! Masquerade actually kills uninvested now that Haste is at the front. We're gonna have to see what happens here. Telekinesis drum. Ego Blast it to the top here. Oh! That is not a good place to be. That is a really bad spot to be. Your twist, tactical pass, zigzags incoming. That's a guaranteed kill onto everything on the field. 2 and 2 for Sleepy. It looks like they've taken it. Out of nowhere. A single misplay
Wow, incredible.
Solid performance so far. A victory versus the Clashing Roses. Sleepy's gonna have to serve now. You can do a little less to stop Mabel. Mabel can't stop you, specifically with the threat of that. I've forgotten the name of it. The Noizard getting hit. Yes, that's the word. Thank you, Brain. What kind of adjustments do you think we're gonna see from Mabel? Stardust?
Sorry, what?
What kind of adjustments do you think we're gonna see from Mabel?
Oh, okay. So I think that it was being played well, but it was just a last second mix-up that really changed the game. Be more Hydrom and Hopper presence, because I know that when those two are able to be together, it's a nightmare.
It is. Durandal with twist. It looks like we have changed leads as well. Oh, we're setting up for another one of these so immediately. Rousing strike into the bottom slot. Caladarn taking the hit, 25. That is looking actually very safe for Mabel. Because you can't just.
Oh my god.
No, you can Cyclone out. It's not as scary as it looks. Sleepy seems to realize it. Twist coming out, maybe? Nope, we're going on the zigzag.
No, just going for it.
Yep, Cyclone out. Still
Oh wow, that still hurts.
7.
But there goes Hydro.
There goes Hydro. There go that boy.
There go that boy.
Now you do have a really mean hit either way. Yeah, Super Commit's doing a lot. Telekinesis is doing a lot. You have Noizard on the bench here, able to just soak up whatever hit you want. Cyclone into the into Durandal here. Doesn't seem to be the correct play now. Noizard gets to come in, walk backwards for free, and Caladarn goes down. You are stuck serving with Noizard, but given that you aren't hitting into Caladarn, it looks a little easier to manage.
There's been so much slice serving this game, it's really funny. Well, slice serving combining these two games, that is.
Sorry about that. We have a really big play coming out for what's your face? Skifrig here. Never follow the Skifrig. Can't exactly just take the dump. I mean, you could just take the dump. Hold on. That's exactly what Mabel chooses to do. Wait a second. We're up a point. Now you have the super commit able to come out. Caladarn is still on the bench, and regardless, is going to be sweaty for the rest of the game. So it's not going to have quite such freedom to just stand back and take hits. Either way, that super commit is looking very dangerous. Also,
I mentioned before I love Skifrig.
You have mentioned before you like Skifrig. It's got new animations and it became one of my favorites. It's worth noting that Bouncy does count as a whatchamacallit, as a
volley.
Volley, yeah, I wasn't aware of that. No, Torch Pass able to come out now. Have the zigzag here still able to do work, but with the provoke stopped, stopping both block and Torch Pass, Schrodinger's provoke, you can bring in Noizard here. Mabel is very insistent, though, in the past few days on getting all those turns you can out of Noizard. It seems like this is one of them. You have the rally boost online as well. You don't have a clear field to stop it. Super commit can come out, even through block, kill either of these beasties. That's a very bad look for Sleepy. Who would you hit? I think me. I'd go for Skifrig. I really would. So we're going for the Skifrig. Mabel makes the same decision, and it's still not enough. 2-0 for Mabel right now. Serving once again with Slice. Battle of the Slices here doesn't seem to be working out for Sleepy this time. But we are still making progress. Have Gremlin positioned to help out here. Excited pass with the forward pass, and there's always a consideration to be made about that Slice, but you're up 2 points. How important is it really? And you're taking reduced damage from this rally. Walk up with the tool doesn't even matter.
No, I have to wonder if maybe having Bandicraft's like other trait could have benefited it on this team.
It's a strange decision to have to mind for sure. Also, walk up super commit just wins the game front slot right now. But you do have Caladon trying to come in anyway, just salvage the game, do something weird, and you know, just try and find something to do. Setting up rally once more. Who's it gonna hit into? It almost looks like Mabel's setting up to like sack something here. Super commit into the top slot. Doesn't matter. Caladon gets those points. You can't move Hopra. But thanks to the positioning of this Noizard, you can walk it down. Also, it's not doing nearly as much damage as I assumed. Yeah, good lord. Yeah, with that super commit into Caladon, the game's looking pretty rough. Your big punish for counter service not looking great. And you're blocked, so you give an easy receive, reduced damage even through rally. That's a tough spot to be in. Hydron gets to come in for free if it wants. Well, not really for free, but you're hitting into Hopra, so it's a possibility regardless. Fox comes out. And with the careful shot, now you have the consideration of Mabel just simply hitting the back row. You might have to walk back for it. The double block isn't a guarantee like you would want it to be. Forward passes.
And having to walk back makes you very vulnerable.
That it does. Looks like we're going into skip break. Volley, drum, careful shot into the back row to take it. 3-1. Both players up a single point against each other. This next one's for all the marbles. Tournament lives on the line. Mabel versus Sleepy. Might see a different lead come out from Mabel. We're gonna see the same counter serve come out from Sleepy. It is a good counter serve, to be fair. No matter who you hit into, you're gonna get a really boosted zigzag. Absolutely scary. And I would personally not hit into it myself. I would not want to hit into this counter at all. And yet Mabel, same counter, same serve. Still believing it. Magic strike into bottom row here. And now, unlike last time, you don't bring out the Noizard just because Hopra is still a threat. It's a very awkward situation to have to play into for Mabel. Have to see.
Who would win? Powerful mind attackers or one funny noisy lizard?
One funny noisy lizard. Also, Durandal is here. Walk forward, telekinesis. You can just Cyclone out, and Sleepy has the tempo here on Cyclone, so you don't super get to decide. At least the dump isn't as big a mix-up as it ought to be. Just because you decide to walk forward, can't stop you from there. Although it's Masquerie on the field, and you still have considerations to make.
Oh wow, that's exact kills.
That's exact kill?
Zigzag kills.
That's not good. If Mabel spots it, then she might be in a good way. I mean, no, not really. Too angry to block. Kills for 120. Sleepy getting the first point, first blood on this set. Swarm is not making it look any better. But at least Slice is still making you look. Featherfall taking a lot of damage. It's a rough lead to have to go into. What do we think we're gonna see? If I'm looking at it, True Folks is here. I suppose for that heal, that chip heal, but that Torch Pass is also online. Worth noting, you're gonna have the Cyclone advantage if you're Mabel now, just because you can put out whatever you need, get that advantage in the game yourself. You do also have the ability to go backwards. I'm not sure you would really do anything else. So we're gonna see volley, provoke onto the Caladarn. Careful shot into the front.
Wow, that was surprising.
Skull Copy's not gonna be doing as much damage as otherwise possible thanks to no tactical pass, but it's still doing a lot.
Zigzag is so scary and it's so hard to do math for.
Yeah. I mean, it looks absolutely incredible, this team. Again, Mabel's trying to figure out what else she has. Getting into the back row was scary either way because of Caladarn on this field. Twist gets received, so there's no sideways mix that can happen right now. But on the plus side, you have secured that Cyclone advantage. So you go. I don't think you can walk up here. So I think the best thing you can do is just telekinesis, try to position some way or figure out where you want to go. But that lack of sideways really does screw a lot of your chances. You can Cyclone Skull Copy immediately after this though. It is a good thing. No, walk to the front, telekinesis. We're ego blasting. 51 damage on an easy receive. Yeah, that's excited. That's another volley. You can live this. This is worth noting. You can live this. Zigzag.
Oh my god, Noiser lives at the back on one!
That. There's no way Mabel sees that. It'd be wonderful if she did. But...
Oh! Torch pass!
Pass into rally, and now suddenly your odds are looking incredible. Or you could pass into the provoke, and then you really can't live. That's a Cyclone. No reason not to provoke. If you're going to provoke, no reason not to do it to Caladarn. Just because the Cyclone really can screw your positioning here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, double block only works if Mabel lets it. Volley. I'm trying to do some math in her head. Rally comes out. We're gonna have to see if this kills. I don't know if it kills through double block. I really don't. 48!
Oh.
But you are in time to Cyclone now, if you really want to get something done. Yeah, Twist cannot kill Noizard here. Cycloning Phantasmal would be also an incredible way to deny that sideways gameplay for the future. Yep, looks like we're going for a Twist below, Cyclone down. So you know one thing has happened here. That's a provoke either way. Could just be two provokes into a free ball if you're feeling it.
I mean, I would walk the Collidarn back because no matter what. No.
No.
Okay, yeah, I was saying I would have walked the Collidarn back because if you walk the Collidarn back, then there's a chance you get like Collidarn being hit. And if Collidarn doesn't get hit, then the Bandicraft gets hit, so you still get your excited pass either way.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. You do have Tool coming out here.
Yeah, which is lower damage now that Bandicraft is in the back.
Yeah. It's always hitting Hydrolm anyway. And now you have Hotclair starting up with drums. You have Rousing Strike, Super Commit, both on the bench. Skull Copy unable to play. Suddenly, it looks very in favor. The only bad part is that Torch Pass has done that for Fruit Folks, so you're gonna be at 80 HP, 80 stamina for the rest of the set. That's only gonna get lower the more you Torch Pass. Ego Blast into the front slot.
Ooh, ow.
64! Paired with the Nimble trait, you would expect it to do a lot. It probably won't, though.
I mean,
out here and try for it. I don't think that it lives. No, 66, 2 digits off. However, the swarm that you're coming out with right now looks very skeptical.
okay, but Sleepy is 2 points up, which means that Sleepy can afford a sack.
Sleepy can afford a couple sacks, and it looks like they're gonna have to if you want to try and get this going. You just have to tag out, kind of hope they hit the Calidarn here.
Well, I mean, it's guaranteed if Grimlock comes in.
Oh no, I thought Masquerade had reach out for some reason. Either way, you can get the drums up, and then you're looking sitting really pretty. The only bad thing is that you can't really use Noise Art. Oh no, run to the front. Rousing Strike into the top slot, so at least she spots that.
Ideally,
that
this
that
would
super
be...
commit does a lot of damage. Whoa!
Oh god.
It doesn't even really matter, just because. Well, Hopper's a little. No, they're equally mind tanking. Rousing Strike into the bottom row. 35 damage to Bandicraft. It's about to be doing a lot more. If you let Mabel serve one more time after heading to Bandicraft, you're screwed. Absolutely over. It's absolutely over if that happens. So what you need to do is you need to find a way to confirm the game outside of this. Excited Pass. Have the Slice mix-up always at your behest. Cool coming out. Either one dies. If you walk up Mabel, it's over.
I'm sure Mabel can read that. Yeah.
Oh! It still takes steel to be able to do that, and now I don't think you get to live this, regardless of if you block or not. Yeah, the only thing you can do is sidestep and pray. But even if you do that, whatever happens, you have to move your Gremlin up. Because moving Bandicraft down doesn't do anything. Looks like we might just be blocking into Hopper as well, making a ton of considerations. Fallback seems to be what we're going back onto. Block into the Hopper. Mabel's considering a lot of things right now.
Now Torch Pass is available again, though, and so I am pretty certain that Noiser is going to become a problem yet again.
Yep. Also that chip onto Bandicraft 46. You can't even walk back against this thing. Yeah, even the excited pass isn't gonna do anything. However, Calidarn's coming up soon. You do have angles and options out of this. However, it is gonna be a Gremlin that it would be boosting anyway. Hot player, at the very least, getting that touch up on the heel, getting the drum chips, Torch Pass, Moisard just to seal the deal. 45.
Now, would Fallback save Bandy? I think so, but Provoke is there.
Yeah, that it is. I think, personally, it's just walking up with Hopper is your best solution here.
But without Fallback, if that Hopper walks up, then it's the end of Bandy, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
Rally.
Uh-oh.
Into the Gremlin here, trying to find a kill angle just to make her odds a little better. Does not happen. Either way, the Rally's going to nerf the other mind attacks on this team. The only chance you have is to get that slice up and going, boosted and ready. You have Slippery into the Caladarn. But at what cost? It doesn't look solid. You have Cyclone at your behest and you have nothing else. Ship commit into the bottom slot. 59 under Rally.
Wait. Let me see. The Noisard is still such high health.
Yeah, you're never getting this kill on Slice. But so there's nothing stopping.
Wait, could Collidarn kill it?
No. No, I don't think Collidarn kills anything. It's respectfully, it is Swarm. Yeah, Noisard walks up, takes the hit, and then nothing.
Yeah,
stops
but the Swarm was
Hopper
Rally
from walking
boosted.
up. Nothing stops Hopper walking up, taking the super commit here into the top slot. That's game. I mean, you have Cyclone, but no, it doesn't do anything. No, it doesn't help. And even then, because it kills Raw, Noizard can just provoke. Stop any chances of that happening. Game, set, match. We have your guaranteed top 3 B-season ballers.
Let's go. Wow, Sleepy came such a long way, though. Big congratulations to Sleepy for making it this far.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's crazy. Sleepy took it really close. Very solid performance from both teams. Absolutely incredible. Oh. So you don't see very often.
Wow. Yeah, those are some really good games.
always very good games.
Alright.
Still
We're into the last little bit. How exciting.
That was, yes, exact math was terrifying. It's worth noting that Mabel said, I will never remember zigzag math, but the 71 was just enough. So it doesn't look like she had that calculated ahead of time or anything.
No. That would have been so crazy to see, though.
That it would have been. We have our next match stacked up for you. Don't go away. We have more BC Ball to play. At least 2 more matches for our lovely viewers at home. Right here, on day 2 of the final bracket, in the Neo Crown series. Stay tuned. Welcome. I forgot my bit. Oh, yeah, it's just off my head. Screw it. We're going like this. I'm Ultra. This is Stardust, my co-commentator for the evening, and we are hosted by Skyblue. This is the Neo Crown Series Day 2 final bracket. We have our top 3 confirmed. I'm too excited to talk. Let's go look at that bracket. We have your bestie and Mabel first. These 2 Division 1 players will be battling it out for the second place spot. Guaranteed second place spot and a chance at Dino. Current reigning GOAT BC Ball. He's only had to play 2 other games to get here. Everyone else has had a very incredible bracket run. For your bestie, it would be a run back. For Mabel, it would be her shot at the prize. That's...
Ooh, this is so exciting.
It is exciting. God, I love BC Ball. I love BC Ball.
Wow, I'm so ready to get into this, Nero. You didn't even let me do my dad joke.
No, I didn't. Sorry. Say hi, Stardust.
Hi, Stardust.
Alright, start it off right if we're gonna do it at all. Damn it. Let's go to see your besties teams. We have it on. It's gonna be another run back for Team 2. Just for posterity, we'll go over both teams. Team 1, Soul Crusher, Wink, Twist on Skull Copy. We have a lot of feelings on Sweaty. Player coming up here, she has a lot of feelings on Sweaty, but basically this Skull Copy is going to be doing a lot of damage. It has a very supportive set despite being very offensively invested. Soul Crusher to do a lot of damage, Twist to stop the attacks, Wink to apply the best feeling in the game. Trat with Echo Strike, Quick Tag, Dispel. It's been doing work. It's gotten him this far. You know, Trat is a very strange beastie to try and play with in this way, so I'm excited to see more of it. It's on both teams as well, so it's rather fine. Fruit Folks with Careful Shot, Set, Quick Tag, and Treat has a very offensive pairing for itself. Daredillo, well, an offensive support with the sideways to confirm games. Daredillo with Burnout, Dodge Roll, and Whoosh, a very common, very standard Daredillo set to see. Acrobat just to catch any beastie balls that happen to come flying around. And Sneak Attack, Wall, Perfect Shot, Arm Mantis to top it all off. Stardust, if you could, please.
Of course, you know that I'm always happy to talk about an adaptation Grimmler.
You might need to mend the fort for just a little bit.
So it's packing Stinger, Dreadful Mist, and Nettle, which is a powerful combination with Grimmler's ability to steal whatever trait it wants from its allies whenever it swaps in. And the traits on the table for it to steal today are Trat's Mischief. Trat is running Echo Strike, Goo Goo Eyes, and Quick Tag. This is a fun mix-up beastie. It disrupts the opponent and allows it to do some fun shenaniganizing with Quick Tag. And then we have Plumask with Stagecraft, which allows it to live at least one hit as long as it's full health and dread. Oh boy. I mean, it can be a little bit drained, but Plumask really can't sit on the field for too long while dread is up without taking that hit before becoming a bit of a liability. It's packing Passion Strike, Exhaust, and Soliloquy. Exhaust to wipe itself and allow it to come in and Stagecraft later. Passion Strike for big damage. And Soliloquy for disruption and boost control. Then we have a Treat Fruit Folks with Careful Shot, Quick Tag, and Torch Pass. This allows it to come in and heal its ally, take some hits, and then heal another ally. And then we have Orgella running Passion Strike, Nettle, and Sting, which has been the set that we've been seeing everyone running. Ooh, I need to not pace and commentate. I'm running out of air. Take it away, Nero. Nero! I think Nero's dead. Skyblue, let's go to the next set. Nero, are you okay? Where are you? We were joking about me spilling boiling water on myself right before commentary began. I hope that didn't happen to Nero.
That's me. Nope, I just had to go. I had to go answer the sacred call. That's all that.
Okay.
Okay.
Unfortunately for you, I couldn't extend my commentary for a very long time.
Oh. Did you go over Team 2 at least?
Yes.
Okay, that's cool. Let's go to Mabel's team. Quick. Keep these moving. We have... Nero is dead? Oh, come on! What, is he gonna have 40 mind defense?
Oh no, you took a tool directly to the face!
Mabel will also be using Team 2. I'll cover Team 1 for clarity's sake. Freeze Ray, Telekinesis, Heat Up, Anticipation. Pairs well with a Watchtower Fetch'em. Heat Up, one of the best moves in the game according to Mabel. Explosive Spirit, Goo Goo Eyes, Quick Tag, Fetch'em, just to do a lot of damage, confirm things off of itself. Goo Goo Eyes as well, just a good way to reduce body threats, block people for free, apply Weepy to yourself. Don't know why you'd want to do that. Quick Tag is just a good move to generate action economy. Bit Diva, Spitball, Dump, Net Rush, this thing can confirm games all on its own. It's the absolute pinnacle of checkmate situations. Albrax with Freeze Ray, Provoke, and Assess. Keeps things trapped in until a good time to take them out. It really is a very impressive beastie. Especially when paired with Noise Art. Slice, Provoke, and Drum. With Clamor onto it, just to confirm that the ball goes where it needs to go. Stardust.
Okay, so Team 2 time. We've got another treat, Careful Shot Fruit Folks, but this one's running forward pass instead of quick tag. And then we have Masquerie running Stomp, Chant, and Drum with Rumpus. So this thing is going to be pumping out a lot of healing, while also allowing itself to build up boost with that Stomp. And Stomp also makes it unprovocable. And then we have Hydrome, which is running Ego Blast, Telekinesis, and Cyclone. Notably not running any of its own healing and instead relying on its allies, which is pretty effective as long as nothing happens to their traits or fields. And then Hopra is running Super Commit, Rousing Strike, and Drum. So we have 2 drum setters on the team, able to keep drums pretty consistently online. And Hopra, of course, is well known for doing big damage when it's allowed to attack. Horrible creature. Anyway, Noizard is running this Slice, Provoke, and Rally. Almost the same set as the other team's Noizard, with the exception of a Rally over Grump.
Yeah. It's a very solid team, as we have seen for the last 2 games in a row. I have forgotten to do the thing once again. It's fine. I will remember. I'll learn this one day or another. We have your little known BC fact. Your bestie and Mabel have been in the lobby for the last at least 10 minutes. They've just been raring to go. It's scary. Scary.
Oh my god, they're so ready to ball.
Yeah, if we can get the screen on them. Yeah, and yeah, it looks like our players are ready to go. Ready to properly fight here.
Oh, you know, I love Mabel's character's outfit. That is so cute.
Mabel always has a good outfit on. I've never seen this lady lacking.
That's a good fit.
It's an incredibly good fit. It's a very strong fit. I don't quite know how. We're gonna see Orgella, Gremler, counter-serve lead from the Runaway Rogues here. Looks like Mabel's
We've
gonna be
been seeing
first.
so much dread. I'm so excited, especially since it means that I don't have to post my no dread meme.
Team's gonna have one dread team, Lord knows. At least one dread in the grand finals. Can we make it happen?
One dread.
Petition to never remove dread. The
Let's
commentators
go.
keep dying. Yeah. If we had more of us, then we'd perhaps be dying less. Sign up for the support staff at some point, somebody please. We have Sting on counter serve and it's not going to be able to be stopped. Mabel not leading Noizard this time. Actually leading Hot Flare and Durandal.
It's true though, having to commentate for 2 hours straight is exhausting if we're not even done.
Yeah, we had to do it for like, what, 3.5 yesterday?
Yeah, oh my god. Well, we had a little bit more help yesterday. It wasn't just the 2 of us the whole time.
Yeah. Shout out to Phoenix, everybody. My goat. Everyone give Phoenix some love.
Phoenix, our goat.
Passion Strike into this slot here. And now Mabel can keep this thing from ever doing anything ever again. Telekinesis and Drums sets up the entire rest of the field, opens it up. We start to work our magic. Although the adaptation here, you could theoretically play the entire game with just these 2 BCs now. Onto the field. The old Sea Legs and the Scrungle. God, there's such good team names on your bestie's side.
So true.
Oh my lord. Yeah. There's not really much you can do here except for just end your defense turn, yeah. Walk up telekinesis! Wait! Nothing was done against drums?! You didn't use drums?!
Oh my god.
It was such a given, your bestie didn't even do anything for it! Hello? Mabel? That's terrifying to me. Yeah, Sting kinda has to come out here now against Durandal. I guess, whoever. You're gonna see who it's coming out against. I need to take another swig of water. Oh, Gremler is just the target for bullying here.
Oh my god, they're bullying the Scrungle. How
Lord.
could they?
I did not expect her to just go without drums. Good god.
Go without drums and just annihilate that poor scrungly creature.
I mean, that's solid. Nettle out here just trying to get something off.
She wants
This would
that
be
thing
great.
off the field now!
Get into the top slot. Well, it looks like maybe you're hitting into the top slot. You could get a Cyclone Elf here and get a really fun time. Or just pass your strike into the bottom. Nope, Cyclone. What is
Leaving
going
the
on
poor
here?
Scrungle here on the field.
Yeah, Scrungle's in danger once again, by the way. Just in case anyone was off of the field. Google Eyes is the only way you can stop this from happening. And then you become weepy. Durandal doesn't even really care.
I don't think
Look
that
for
the
a
mouse
metallic
cares either.
Ego Blast into the bottom slot. That's 47 damage. Scrungle's gonna be in a rough spot.
Let
you
it be
can-
duly noted that if Dread had already been set up, it still potentially would be dead, but like not dead enough to organism. Tragedy.
Sucks. Wow, wow, wow. Yep, pass up with the Nettle. Treat coming out. Durandal receives. But with the Weepy in play, you're not exactly going to be able to get those telekinesis boosts. Not that it matters. Scrungle is still in danger here.
Goodbye,
It's also worth
Scrungle.
noting that if you did use Stinger if you use Sting to try and balance out your HP, you die next turn anyway. That's incredible! I didn't expect her not to drum. I'm still stuck on that. That one decision to not rely on drums in the slightest has completely shaped the entire game. Carmella coming out, telekinesis, go blast into the bottom slot. Now you have the torch pass on route.
Mm-hmm.
Just waiting. Trying to decide on what to do.
Every time I watch somebody else use an adaptation gremlin, I just get more ideas for my own team.
Agella is going to be able to kill Hydrome here, if Mabel's not looking out for it. Of course she does. Hot Claire. Is it finally time to set up drums? Are we so insane? Because if a Sting comes out, it's not looking good either way. The Rousing Strike is also very tempting. You have a Torch Pass on your own side as well for Hot Claire. Torch Pass coming out into the Scrungle. Your bestie?
The Scrungle!
The Scrungle. I keep forgetting that that's its name. God bless.
Your bestie really wants to
Ollie,
keep the
and now we're
Scrungle
setting up
online.
drums. God, finally. Set up drums. Careful shot.
Scrungle hasn't gotten to set any dread yet. I may have to post my no dread meme after all.
Very sad day. You can do Nettle Pass. You can prevent the dread from coming out, but yeah, Hot Claire is in danger either way you cut it here. Pass your strike into the top row. Does a lot. Yeah, Hot Claire's going down, regardless of what you really want.
Oh, the noiser could come in. Oh my god.
This is a very brave thing to do for Mabel. Oh my gosh. I mean,
It's probably gonna pay off, because Sting can't do anything, and there's no way for your bestie to apply Weepy in the defense. You know, interestingly enough, in exchange for Grimler becoming a premier mind tank in the new update, it actually did lose some of its spirit bulk.
Hey, look at that. Durandal's a 72.
Oh my god, I hate that thing. There's a part of me that kind of wants, now that Weepy has been slightly nerfed, to have it to where it does the heal blocking thing that it did in its very first experimental patch.
You sound like a cartoon supervillain. I just want you to know that.
Everyone says that I sound like a cartoon supervillain when I say this stuff, but
I wonder why. Anyways, Durandal's on the field right now. There's not really a lot to contest with as far as, you know, boosts. So you do have that potential. Walking up is a choice you can make. Telekinesis just for fashion, I guess. Eagle Blast into the bottom slot. Gremlin is still alive. Gonna be able to set up Dread. Gonna be able to clear yourself of all feelings. No attacks coming out if it does that. Something tells me your bestie doesn't care. Free ball coming out. Also for Mabel.
EF is saying I should be a little bit more mean. Maybe I should put Hydrom on my team.
You shouldn't. You shouldn't do that. Definitely shouldn't.
I mean, look at that thing. It just never dies.
Oh, Cyclone off of the super organism. So careful shot now. We'll have Hamlet here. I'm not quite sure
Scrungle is free to do whatever it wants.
Yeah, absolutely it is. You don't have those support plays to be able to be playing around with either. Also, Noizard is going to be neutered due to the Dreadful Mist. Sort of the really unfortunate part of playing against it. But Mabel's handling the bench really well so far.
Soliloquy.
No walk backwards.
Soliloquy.
We're just counting on Mabel to not do that, I guess. Let's see how that pays off.
This is an extremely... Oh my god.
And it worked.
It paid off.
It didn't work effectively. You have Passive Strike able to come out, but nothing that it can kill. So all this time you spent working towards getting this onto the field, and it looks like it's just going to be wasted. I mean, Hamlet is stuck now. No exhaust, so you're not going to be able to get anything off of that either. And now, even worse, you have something that's not stingered. The only good news... no, actually, this isn't even good news. I think Dread ticks down first. Rumpus Drums might keep Fruit Folks alive enough to get a Torch Pass off.
No, it won't. It'll wipe. There's no Torch Pass that's gonna happen here.
Yeah, Dread ticks before anything else, right?
Yeah, Dread goes first. Thank God. There was a period of time in which it was actually random as to whether or not Dread or Drum would tick first. And that led to a lot of interesting matches, I'll have you know.
I'm sure they did. Drum, pass, stomp into who? This Scrungle looks particularly vulnerable right now. But Plumask is an enticing target as well. No exhaust means that you don't get that out in time. Hydrome is a target you can go back into. But it is worth noting that Mabel... Yeah, double nettle. It's just a double nettle here. Or...
Stinger's still quite effective.
Yeah, that it is.
I would prioritize Stingering the first slot anyway, since it's very likely going to be... Oh, never mind. I was gonna say... Oh, wow, okay, move to the side, okay.
Now Argella's heading for less damage. You've stalled out another turn of Dread. Hydrome gets onto the field. Walk up Telekinesis. There's no Stinger to bring it down. And of course, this healing outdoes anything Dread can do. So now you have two beasties, two of them at risk. You have Drum on the field, so Sting can't stop whatever aggression is about to come. The only thing you can really do here is switch in your... What's her face? Fruit Folks, and just try and pray that you guess right.
Fruit Folks would save Scrungle.
I think all Sea Legs as well. Sting can't do nothing. And your bestie remembers.
I would have prioritized Scrungle myself, but that's just because I am a Grimler enjoyer. And also because it has Stinger, so...
Yeah, walk up. Telekinesis Ego Blast. Goes down to Super Org. So does this. However, you don't have the Dreadful Mist to be able to play with anything. Hamlet can come online, maybe use an Exhaust to get off of the bench. Or you can have the Scrungle come back, Dreadful Mist again, then you have to serve with free ball. And into Durandal specifically, that is not a good thing to have to be forced to do. Oh, Shine Mouse.
Echo Strike to get rid of that restoration. Although...
Fortunately, Cortain here has something to tell you. It is no good memories. Have a consideration to make now. Slice can cheese a point very easily. Ego Blast. Echo Blast. Telekinesis Ego Blast kills anything in the front. You have to use Goo Goo Eyes just to have a chance here. Can again.
Actually, Ego doesn't. Oh well, unless Rally comes online, and then it does.
Oh yeah, right. You can't Telekinesis right now, and then Rally happens, and then it doesn't even matter. Oh, Shine Mouse. Provoke coming out, and barely caught.
Ouch.
And at what cost?
Really gunning for that Echo Strike.
You could do something very cursed if you're Mabel here, and you could Cyclone out Super Org to force a very, very bad time. Block onto the red. We get 2 rallies up. Or another Provoke in a rally. Just to
That's
stop
gonna hurt.
Yeah, it's gonna suck either way. Just a little bit.
I think a funny thing you could do is swap the Orgella out for Plumas, hoping that they don't hit the Orgella slot, and then bringing in Froof the next turn to heal it up. And take advantage of the rally.
Just Provoke. Ego Blast into the top slot. Plumask goes down. All of that work you spent trying to get it on the field, once again, rendered somewhat moot. Now, Trat is in a risky spot for the rest of the game. You do have this Froof Folks with another Torch Pass, but I don't know how much mileage you'd have to get out of it in order for it to be effective. Froof Folks on Mabel's end is already almost up. Hello, Scrungle. Sorry, that's not the correct term. Hello, the Scrungle.
The Scrungle.
Scrungle, comma, the.
Scrungle, comma, the.
Pasture Strike comes out now. You do have this possibility for Dreadful Miss. The game's gonna rest on how you can use that miss to stop Noisard from trying to confirm more games. Pop Rock can come in at any moment. Rousing Strike, Telekinesis, anything. Looks like that's exactly what's gonna happen. No.
Here it comes.
Yeah, no restoration here, thank God. But you have that super commit and a consideration that you must make right now. There's a Ego Blast that can come your way. There's a super commit. Block.
I think walking Orgella down to protect the Scrungle and getting off the Dread and then maybe Stingering it could do.
That depends. That's if Mabel doesn't read it.
True, but either way. Oh my.
Tag out the Orgella. Hit into the top side. Rousing Strike here. And now you can't cancel the Jazz because it's already applied. So a Dreadful Miss. All you can do here is kind of pick who you don't want to take the attack. If Mabel guesses who's gonna get hit correct. Yeah, that's painful. That is painful.
Ouch.
Nothing really survives that. If Hot Claire walks up right now, nothing survives it. So you have to target that Stinger with Hot Claire. You have to target with it in mind. But you have Clamor coming out instead! No Dread, calling it out!
Oh man.
Telekinesis, Ego Blast, everything is looking relatively the same. You can't walk down with Carmilla. You can't keep Carmilla in. You have to figure out the play. Keep Gremlin, call out that Mabel's gonna hit the bottom slot, maybe get a Torch Pass off next turn, and just completely give up on your Dread chances. Okay, it's looking like it.
Oh.
It's looking very solid for where we are. Highly. No, but we don't have a Provoke, just in case we want to stop the Dreadful Miss. Nope!
No!
Calling out
there
the top
goes.
slot there, that's game. 3-1 to Mabel. That's game 1. Your bestie officially on tournament life now.
Mm-hmm.
He's scary, highly threatening.
I'm so glad I'm not on stream. I play like garbage when I'm being streamed.
Raise your hands if you play like garbage if you're on stream. Mabel, put your hand down. It's very scary. It's a very scary situation to be in. now we're doing the Maybelline. Now we're doing the Maybelline. I was expecting this last time. Rousing Strike should commit either way. Now that Gremler's on the field with a Dreadful Miss, you can set up Mischief for it.
Mischief Dread. Oh.
Yeah, that is a really funny combo, actually. I didn't even consider this as a counter serve option.
By the way, Mischief Dread is not that good because it moves you forward.
I mean, it's fine on defense because it stops Rousing Strike. Mabel was kind of, I assume, just predicting that Dreadful Miss would come out. So the Rousing Strike isn't going to come through. And now you can do Rousing Strike next turn if you want. That depends if Dreadful Miss comes up or not. Nettle, Hot Flare. And Gordane's going to catch the ball regardless.
I'm surprised Dread didn't get set there. It would have been such a good opportunity to stop the future Rousing Strikes.
Nope, we got Durandal.
Of course.
Are we gonna see drums? Are we gonna see drums go off, do you think?
Drummy drone, probably.
I mean, we know Mabel's been pretty on top of it for drums. Mabel's been keeping us guessing a lot on whether or not she's gonna do drums. No doubt that's in her mind. And yet, drums come up, Goo Eyes comes out. We have another what's your face to be able to catch the ball. Noise
Quick tag. You know what could be fun here? Quick tag into Blue Mask and then setting Dread.
It would be fun. Nope.
Oh.
Doing this instead. No. No
Dread.
No Dread. We just run
No Dread.
Call it out. Pass your striker to the top.
I think I'm gonna have to post my no Dread image.
You might have to post your no Dread image. Also, Scrungle's here. You still have Scrungle with Mischief, right? So if it dies right now, it's out for 4 turns. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Mabel once again taking control. Sting isn't gonna do anything. Walk to the front, telekinesis. We're gonna see who it's gonna hit. Ego Blast into the bottom slot here, catching the full poke for 68.
I think you have to Dread Stinger. Why?
We're keeping the field effects just completely ambiguous on both sides. It does make predicting very difficult though. The Weepy could have, I mean, it stops a lot of plays. If you had Noise Art in, you could prevent the Torch Pass. You could prevent a lot of utility. Keep Carmilla just crippled.
Exactly. Having the Noise Art in would have been so good.
Yeah, but assuming that Dread... Ah! Sorry, yawns. Assuming that Dread comes up, I can understand why she wouldn't. Oh, Dread! I forgot I could do that! 61 damage. Oh! This pairing is scary. This pairing is very nutty. Durandal doing its best to rage bait Bessie into nettling it twice. If you Echo Strike it, then it might not get the ability to chant itself. But if you don't Stinger it, then it gets to just keep boosting. Are we popping Dreadful Miss? Thinking about it. But walking to the front is not a good idea, especially when you know that it's going to block the Stinger just for the chance to chant it away. We're certainly considering it. Quick tag out. Stinger into the bottom row. Block onto the Gremler. And now we get the chance to set up drums. We get to chant. We get to keep building.
Defense turn Dread could be fun.
Mabel finds a way to get into these positions so often and so neatly. Ego Blast in the bottom slot. The funny number, 6-7. It's not able to Stinger and it's not able to reset its own HP. Even if it does Sting, it's not going to be able to make anything tired because of the drums on the field. And most importantly, Dreadful Miss still has not had the opportunity to come out. Because the Scrungle is in danger if it does.
Yeah, but it would prevent Noisard.
Oh my god.
See, Dread would have been. Let me see. No, it wouldn't have been enough to save the Orgo.
Mabel
I wish
is
you could
perfectly
nettle your
content to
allies.
keep- Mabel is perfectly content to just keep playing this game. Trying to
Yeah.
chip down the mastery while it's still possible. Chance just waiting for it to go down so that you can finally dreadful miss, get that Noizard in play. But goes down. Super Org. Rocking. Nettle onto the Masquerade, just trying to get a word in here, edgewise, metaphorically, in the conversation. Stomp onto it. And now it's looking like you can do a Dreadful Miss. But if you do that, then you're not going to be able to... Well, you can do Nettle Dreadful Miss now that you have Mischief. Get into the front, kind of prevent Noizard from being able to do anything. That looks like that's going to be the plan. Free ball into which slot? Bottom slot? Mabel probably can call it out. Yep. Retreat on the field. Hydron and Fruit Folks. Very scary duo from what we have seen so far. With the sideways and this, with the sideways and with the ability to scale really hard, you have that Ego Blast on the bench. But Drum is going to run out soon, and then you'll be able to sting, and then you'll be able to have a good time. Your Argella, half of the point of it being able to sting is to make things tired. Rhythm, for those who did not know, stops tired from affecting your beasties. Should it ever happen? Good enough. Ego Blast it to the bottom slot, block coming out. Quite enough to do anything. You have the Sting able to come out. And most of Mabel's beasties are pretty low. With this Dreadful Mist, it's looking somewhat scary. However, very important to note, Scrungle is on a sliver here. And the time to take it out is looking like it's sailing past. Because of that, what'd you say? Oh, never mind! The Cyclone onto the bottom slot, very tactical. Have that ability to take it out now. Forward pass means that it's not guaranteed anymore that you can live by switching into Blue Mask that's already on the field.
Wow.
You have to switch
What
in,
a
you'd have
play.
to switch in Fruit Folks. You'd have to switch in Fruit Folks, assuming that Durandal targets the top slot. Durandal would have to target the top slot, then you'd have to Torch Pass out. Is this a situation Mabel's been building towards?
Perhaps.
Perhaps, perhaps. Nope, it's not enough. You have to serve a careful shot, but honestly, that's not a downside almost at all. I want to say Masquerade is almost up. I think that's wrong, but I want to say it's almost up. I want to say it is. You're gonna have to see. No, doesn't look it. Really, I'd love to know, but that stupid timer's covering the screen. Greg! Do something! Oh. Even this Torch Pass in the bottom slot isn't feeling nearly as safe as it did a second ago. Because you have to, anything you would switch into with a Torch Pass would have to contest with the fact that your Argella is on 39! Taking an enter, no clamor. Mabel maybe being out of her mind just because of that. That might... No, it's not game yet. You have that Torch Pass on the field still. Just making people take chip damage. Actually, you have Rally. This careful shot is deceptively painful now. If you decide to walk up into it with Orgella, which seemed to be the safest option, but now, I don't know. Yeah, actually, Rally is deceptively painful here. You do get, outside of that provoke, you get the Torch Pass coming out later, you get Durandal back on the field, Masquerade surely is about to come up soon. It's a very good point to sack, actually. That's not bad. Again, because of the threat of Careful Shot, you can't Torch Pass. This Rally's gonna make it hurt a lot. You get a provoke off regardless, either way. so it's not as guaranteed as you would like. You can't walk up with those sea legs. You'd have to walk up with Carmilla. Does this kill in the back? No chance. Either way, Mabel making the toss. Rally or provoke. Rally in the front. No, rally in the back. The read goes too far in. But Dread is down now. Carmilla's dead next turn. You don't get that provoke. No, you don't get the torch pass. Off on Carmilla. You only get the torch pass from Almacy. Oh my god. And regardless of if... Hold on. Noizard still has Slice. This Passage Strike is boosted from the rally. You are still able to find a win if you're your bestie here. But your margins are pretty slim now. Hamlet in the bottom slot. Passage Strike targeting the Noizard. Torch pass coming out of that slot. Finally, once again, you have Pair up, and you have Masquerie on the field. Now everything in the top slot looks really, really bad. But
yeah,
it's thanks to the sideways. You do still have your outs here. For example, your bestie managed to find a field position where they don't immediately die to a rally serve, and Masquerie here is able to set up drums if it wants, but it looks like your outs here are pretty slim and narrow. Can't sting, but you can at least survive one more turn, because adaptation will copy stagecraft.
You can at least scrungle.
Yeah, it depends on how much damage you're able to do this turn. Walk to the front row, volley. It looks like you're going to be doing at least 50 damage to top slot. Rousing strike does 50. Rally is off of the field. Can Plumask confirm a kill? No!
Wait, if it walks up, there's a chance, or maybe with a nettle.
No, you can pass nettle. Yeah, that's right. You can pass a nettle. Stinger does 16. Passage strike is enough to kill on Hydro. It's up to Mabel to sort of read that position, figure out what the best play is, and try to counter it from your bestie. No! We're walking up with Hamlet. Volley, maybe having considered nettle. We're hitting it at the top? No.
No.
Really, yeah. Bottom slot gets hit. Block onto the Plumask.
Oh.
It lives. Now you get one more turn. It's not the end quite yet. You get one more turn. Try and make this play. Rally is down. But there's an opening here. Because you can walk up, you can make a read. You make the correct read. Plumask lives. Pass and then a drum. You can maybe stall. Then Noizard comes up soon. Then you're really screwed. Rusty feeling the heat. What's the move? What's the play? Tag out. Move behind Hamlet. No! Nothing happened! No play happens! Either
no,
wins!
a timeout!
Take over! That's the game!
Oh no, the block could have done it! No!
No, Noizard would have won the next turn, and then that's it. That's GG's.
Well, Dread could have
unfortunately
got
for
up.
your bestie. Another 2-0 from Mabel. Very solid gameplay here.
GG's to both players. Think you did good.
They did so nicely. GG's to both. It's absolutely solid gameplay that we're seeing. It's gonna be between the number 4 seed and the number 1 seed in the grand finals of the Neo Crown series. We have our participants locked in and set. We're gonna take another break just for our stream graphics person. Say hi to Stardust. Not Stardust, say hi to Skyblue. Y'all stop having names relating to the sky, please? There's too
No,
many of you.
actually.
No! Well, what the hell?
I like space, man. Like, you can't take that from me.
You can take the space out of the Conjar, but you can't take Conjar away from the space or whatever. I'm Ultra, this is Stardust. We're being hosted by Skyblue. Don't go away, Grand Finals is just around the corner, here in the Neo Crown series. Stay tuned.
I love transitioning.
and gentlemen, beasties and ballers, welcome to the grand finals for the Neo Crown series. I am Ultra. This is my co-host Stardust. We are being hosted by Skyblue Starmoon. We are funded by the Grassroots League from Wishes Unlimited. Whoever wins this match is getting a Sprecko pin. Oh my god, I'm so excited!
Holy shit, chat. A Sprecko pin. Straight from the top.
Plucked straight from the Sprecko plant grown by Greg himself. We're gonna go into the bracket just to look over the journey we took to get here. Of course, this is gonna be a run back Dino and Mabel from round 1. Dino obviously making a very strong appearance against what are now the 2 other finishers for the tournament other than himself. You know, Mabel had to fight a very hard bracket here from the loser's side. Oh, taking it over your bestie, who's really dominant for the rest of his games.
You know what would be really funny is if Dino wins this, then Dino gets 2 Sprecko pins, because Dino won the last event where these were being given away.
This is also true. This is true. I imagine he's just going to have them on like, you know those flex videos where everyone has the chains and the rings and the diamonds. I imagine he's just going to have like 100 Sprecko pins on his vest. But that's for later. That's for when Dino wins the 99 tournaments. We're gonna go see what teams look like for each contestant.
Oh my god, Dino Sprecko pin giveaway real?
Maybe. This is how he built his brand. Dino, of course, using Team 1. We've been covering these teams all day, to be honest, so we haven't covered Dino, so we'll go into a little more detail here. I'll be the one doing that, just so Stardust doesn't go damn insane. But Team Dino will be using is the Scaldra version with Bid Diva, Dump, Net Rush, Spitball. We already know this thing is powerful. We already know this thing is incredibly busted. We've been seeing it throughout the entire tournament, and we're gonna see it in this game, guaranteed. Orgella with Sting, Nettle, Passage Strike, the most common beastie at this tournament, I do believe, with the most common set at this tournament. Of course, we've seen it a lot, even with the specific investments in general. Orgella is a very strong beastie with a very wide and static field presence that will do work the entire time it is on the board. Daredillo with Desperate Force, Dodge Roll, Burnout. We just saw one with Burnout, Whoosh, and Dodge Roll, but Dino is the trendsetter, most hardcore believer in Desperate Force that we have, able to use 2 support plays with this thing. And even though the only support plays on this team are Nettle and Dreadful Mist, it is an absolute godsend when it comes in handy. Speaking of Dreadful Mist, we have Scaldra with a Burnout, Updraft, Dreadful Mist, Foggy set. So you can't really break this thing without hitting it a couple times, since it ignores your boosts. Dreadful Mist to turn off any noisy, any jazz, any sets like that. Updraft as well, just in case you're passing to an Orgella, just to get those 2 Nettles out. And lastly, we have Shloom. Stinger, High Slam, Torch Pass, Ancient set to be able to profit off of that self-wiping potential with a Torch Pass, get 8 wipe regardless, and you can get some value on the way out. High Slam can be used without volley ball first, and Stinger just to shut people down whenever they try. Of course, Team 2 here is a slight variation, but the same song and dance. The only difference between these 2 teams is instead of an Updraft, Dreadful Mist, Burnout, Foggy, Scaldra, we have a Sneak Attack, Assess, Telekinesis, Venom Touch. Well, Toxic. This thing gets to the net, it starts blocking people, and it's still an aggressive set, so you're chipping people's health away the entire time, and still being able to do all of that incredible damage. He's gonna metamorph them into the different Sprecko morphs. Thank you, Puppet. No, what's your take on these teams, Stardust? How do you think?
Well, I'm always a fan of Dino teams because they are very well constructed, super synergistic, and you never exactly know what the game plan is going to be until you actually see it in action, which is so cool. Dino is such an incredible player. And also Dino usually brings dread on something, and I love it when there's dread, but for now, Dino has been very heavily leaning towards Bin Diva just because of its broken ability to clean the late game like no other.
Like we've been saying, it's the absolute be all end all of those really incredible endgame situations. If we're gonna look at the teams that Mabel's bringing, I have some juicy new deets from the lady herself. The team 1, which Mabel will be using to run back against Dino, was made by Mabel and Marbers together. It's a team that was not initially planned to bring to the Neo Crown series, but she thought the team was strong enough to. The assignment was to make Fetch and Look Busted, and they both thought, and not they both thought, I don't know. She thought the team was strong enough that they're taking it, she's taking it to the grand finals against Dino, in the hopes that it'll work out. Of course, Team 1, as I've covered so much, Freeze Ray, Telekinesis, Heat Up, Anticipation, Sylesk. Very solid set for a Sylesk, especially one next to a Fetch'em with Watchtower, Explosive Spirit, also known as Burnout this patch, Goo Eyes, Quick Tag. Very, very rock hard. It is a solid set with solid beasties. Again, Spitball, Dump, Net Rush, Bendiva. This is a comment on both of Dino's and Mabel's team. Albrax with Freeze Ray, Provoke, and Assess with Tractor Beam. Able to keep things locked in as long as need be in order to get those wipes in. Noizard with Slice, Provoke, Drum, Climber, just to be able to clean up that any loose turns that need to be caught. We know this because of watching Team 2 all day, with Fruit Folks, Careful Shot, Forward Pass, Torch Pass, to be able to sustain the allies with Treat, be able to threaten sideways and get allies to the front when otherwise impossible. Masquerade with Stomp, Chant, Drum, and Rumpus to be able to clear those feelings, be able to prevent any bad feelings from happening, and scale itself up with Drum. Rumpus, of course, pairing well with Hydrome, Ego Blast, Telekinesis, Cyclone, Restoration. It's a set we've seen a billion times before, and it's a set that Mabel is quite fond of, as we have seen throughout the day. Super Commit, Rousing Strike, Drum, Rumpus, Hopra, just to double up on that Drumpus strategy that Masquerade developed, with Super Commit and Rousing Strike being able to do respectable damage itself. And lastly, the cornerstone of any good Mabel team that I have personally seen, Slice, Provoke, Clamor, Noizard with a different flavor from Drum. This one's Rally. We will not be seeing this one this set. Mabel has told me she wants to go all the way with this team. If she resets the bracket, she will just be running it again. Team 1. So, that being said, our players are in the lobbies. Our players are ready to duke it out. We've had a bio break. We've had a 15-minute span for the players to just get themselves together and be able to gear up for the game. If we could go over to the screen and start the grand finals for the final bracket for season 1 of the Neo Crown series. I am so damn excited. Beastie Ball. No, I've been told. Mabel does not play teams she thinks are bad.
So true.
She has told me that a big proponent of the team is that she make no mistakes while playing it, and that it has potential so long as she does not screw up. Can easily throw away a game on this. Easily. We're gonna see Mabel on serve. It's incredibly important to get this serve turn right, especially against a player like Dino who could capitalize on a mistake, such as an incorrect lead into his own. Dino is the closest thing we have to the GOAT, and the plan into Dino is to not make any mistakes, and however many mistakes you make, he's going to make less. Is the general tempo that he seems to have. Now, leading with Marcel here. I'm sorry, also worth noting, last thing. I figured it out. Shit, Mabel has told me the theming of this team. They are her partners, who were watching Dungeon Meshi with her. That's why it's Marby, and that's why it's the other one that I've forgotten the name of. So sorry, Mabel. You can hit me with a ball for that later. But anyways. Regardless, go Mabel! Oh my god! I'm so excited! We're gonna see the dodge roll come out. Orgella stuck on the field. Do have that Dreadful Mist able to be clicked. Updraft as well, doesn't really matter. You have the Nettle possibility. Just pass and then do Burnout, but it doesn't look all that appealing. The Burnout's going to do a lot less damage than whatever Dino wants it to do, but setting the Dreadful Mist will prevent the Noizard from doing the... from Noizard from doing anything else. Heat Up onto the Skuldra. Marby is going to take the hit. Thank you, Marbers, in the chat. But no, it's going to take the hit. You now have are Rogans that can walk up and stop a hit from a Roboros. Marby's going to be on that low HP, but it's still a strong position for Mabel, at least. Because you have that heat up on the Scaldra, so Foggy doesn't necessarily need to do too much. You can boost your damage into a guaranteed wipe next turn by using freeze ray, but I think it just works out kind of on its own anyway. You do have the sting possibility from Orgella that messes up the rest of the team. However, the tractor beam is going to ensure that Scaldra is stuck on the field. Sting coming out onto the Silusk, and it doesn't matter. Oh my god, Scaldra's dead! 8 wiped immediately! Because on the next defense turn, it's going to take 20 from the Sweat, 8 from the Dread. That's 8 wiped immediately! Oh my god! We've already confirmed it so fast. The quick tag into the Albrax, confirming it. That's crazy. That's nuts. You could attack. No, we're going right back into the. We're going right back into Fetch'em. Into that lead. Being stung like that means that Marcel can't really get started again, but it'll at least be able to serve. It is still able to be on the field. You have quick tag to whatever you want here. So you could maybe prevent a Roboros from getting out on the field. You could maybe bring in Diva. You could just walk up, hit a Roboros yourself. It looks like Mabel's thinking about all of these things and more. Izutsumi could be hitting the field. That's the Diva for those who don't know. Izutsumi comes up onto this field. Spitball into the top slot onto a Roboros. Daredillo gets hit. That is the first point. Dodge roll can't even be used to block Marcel's shot. That's insanity. Even if Daredillo does stay here, could get freeze raid and then have to contest with a heat up and the dread chip. That's an incredible.
I love dread.
Yeah, Scaldra's out for 7 more turns as well. Freeze ray into the bottom slot is not gonna do as much as it says it will because of Acrobat. 46 damage. But another hit will be the end of it. You could bring in this Fetch'em. You could try to cover for the Silusk. But you can't be stung right now. Even if you do try to cover for the Silusk, Marby is still in a pretty bad spot if it gets hit and dies. But, really, is it that bad? It's still a good look. Regardless. Have the consideration coming out. Fetch'em coming out. Nettle once, Nettle twice. Desperate Force into Marcel. Anticipation comes out, stops it in its tracks.
Oh, this is some high-level beastie ball right here.
It's worth noting that the tractor beam will not stop the dodge roll from coming out, but you can quick tag into Noizard to prevent the switch out. It depends on what you expect Dino to be covering right now. Your field is looking really weird, and your bench is looking really bad. But against Dino, this is an incredible lead to have. Dino's going to be forced to play a much more precise game than you. Now, it is worth noting that the tag out... No, actually, you can cover both. I forgot this Albex had provoke. The Daredillo stuck on the field. Doesn't happen yet. Shloom gets hit with the freeze ray. Solid game so far. Dreadful Miss is on the board, but you cannot hit it. No, actually,
Highest Slam does exact season Albrax.
It doesn't matter exactly what you get, though, because this Albrax is going to be backed up by a Noizard. Remember, Clamor. Dread just cleared the field. So Chillchuck's going to come in, make an appearance. High Slam gets hit. Marcel goes down. Chillchuck getting that ball. And now you can't hit out. Because even though you are provoked, it doesn't mean anything. Rather, even though you're made angry, you can pass the ball, hit into Shloom, provoke with your Noizard, or you can set up drums in case the Sting tries to come out. You're stuck serving with Slice, but this is a solid 2-0 lead. You just have to find the right tempo to sack Beasties now, because Dino's team is a little better at confirming endgames than yours without Izutsumi. Even then, there's worlds here. Pass the ball, provoke into the Shloom. Hit down. Shloom can't torch pass, runs to the back row instead. Receives the ball, uses There's gonna be 8 wipes next, though. And that you can't really plan for. Yeah, because it's
I don't know. I feel like Dino can plan for just about anything.
You can plan for it, but with their bench looking the way it is so far, Jadzillo's going to be pretty useless. Shloom's going to be down for 8 turns. Scaldra comes up in 2. Ouroboros is looking kind of frail as well. Passion Strike into the top slot. Izumi coming to take the game. Ouroboros is going to be stuck on the field. Although, it's not quite over for Dino. You live the dump. This is the worst news for Mabel. Because that dump is looking like a really good idea if only you didn't have to play after. You can walk up, you can click dump. Can't click provoke also at the same time. Spitball isn't going to do it either. You just have to play around it somehow. Lord knows Mabel has her strategies, but just which one to use is probably the idea. Move up. Spitball to 62. We're simply going to do something here. Click drum, spitball into Orgella, prevent the sting from coming out. That's Bendiva. Now, just as the hit before it, Mabel is looking somewhat unprepared to handle the volley afterwards. I don't think you can live the dump. Can you live the dump if you walk up? Maybe. Then the turn after that. What next? Does look like the move is to just move the Bendiva up, walk up, dump. You survive.
Oh, insane!
You have that ability to net rush right now and just kind of heal all of it. However, even if Scaldra does come onto the field, Sylas gets up in 4 turns, maybe 3 if Mabel gets the score here. And you can just slice the back row, try and get some pressure like that. Either way, Ouroboros wants to stay on this field, is my idea. Ouroboros very much wants to stay on the field. Dino can get 3 serves back to back if he gets this turn right, though. So we're going to have to see how it plays out. Move down. Spitball into the top slot. Ouroboros walks back, makes the ball take it. Point goes to Mabel. 2-0 lead. Sylusk up in 3 turns. You cannot sweep the game anymore if you're Dino. You can only get 1 point at most. And you'd better not try to get the point this turn either. Because, oh no, never mind. You can get the Passion Strike off now and it'll start doing numbers. It'll start killing people. We need to be very careful about what you consider here. Because it's looking very dangerous for anyone not named Dino. It looks like Dino can just Passion Strike over and over again. Try to get those points. The reverse sweep. It all depends on what is about to happen this turn. Switching in Haley. Pass it a Nettle. Dump on this turn. Passion Strike here means that something needs to happen right now, or else the game is over. Can't get that drum chip because it doesn't happen before the game. So I think, depending on who Dino hits this turn, the game might be over. You have to get the read right with your Fetch'em to get the Watchtower off, and it happens! Drum still goes. Now, even if you lose this turn, you can bring the Sylusk in. Actually, you can bring Sylusk in right now. You could bring in the Slice for the front row as well. There's a mix-up potential here at every single corner. You can walk up Burnout to catch Bendiva trying to catch the ball. You can do a quick tag Slice. This team has options. It's the play. Looks like the play is just a volley. Provoke Ouroboros. Burn out into the bottom slot. Maybe Bendiva walks up. Nope, it's Ouroboros. 47 onto the Bendiva. 36 right now. It can still walk up and absolutely dumpster the Fetch'em. But Sylusk has the opportunity to come in place of Fetch'em. Keep the game alive. You have those angles and you have these options. You just need to play to them correctly. It is a very difficult spot to play for Mabel. And yet, we find another way to eke some turns out. Noizard in the bottom slot here. Either way, might be able to get some pressure going. Passing strike into the top slot. Noizard takes it instead. Noizard goes down. 29 damage. Passing strike isn't going to be able to kill anymore. There's no sideways to worry about, but you do have the mix-up between Silusk and the Fetch'em. Very fast game so far. Have to predict who's going where. Where's the attack going? Goes into RB. Stuck with that turn now. Diva's almost up. It is worth noting. So Marcel can just stay back, hang in the safe spot. You can walk up, you can telekinesis, and you can start trying to get the game back, claw it back, inch by inch, brick by brick. With that single point in spirit, doing a lot just to catch it. Orgella's about to go down anyway. It doesn't make much sense to hit into it. Mabel doesn't think so either, so ball goes down into Arrogance. Oh, but Bendiva's not up in time. So just know, even you can see it on her screen, it's a tough decision to have to make. Either you walk up and you win the game, or you walk down, or you stay down and you lose. It's a difficult decision to have to make. Either way, this is the final point. The potential on the line here. Who do you think is getting hit? It's Nettle into the bottom, into the top slot twice. Updraft means Sculpture's going down. You have that guaranteed hit. Where is Dino hitting? Into the bottom slot to take game 1! Down to a consideration, and Dino makes the correct call once again. Dino will be on serve this time. Mabel's teams are typically stronger on counter serve. Oh! How many times do you see Dino take it to such margins?
It's not often to see Dino push to the wire.
I say things like, if you get this turn right, then you have the next turn. But really, Dino probably had like 5 more turns on the board. It's scary. Dino is a
very scary player.
I don't know if y'all knew this. Dino's a scary player. We have the Clashing Roses here on the bench now.
Mm.
Although Mabel looks like she's going with a different lead than counter serve than I'm used to. Silusk Fetch'em looks a little strong here. Did look very strong last turn, but it looks like we're going with Bendiva Albax instead for the assess bonus on counter serve. There is no freeze ray, but we do have that spitball attempting to stop that assess net rush dump going on. Dino calling the counter serve correctly here. As Dino often does. Spitball into the front. 31 damage. A dump still hurts, but you can still walk up and maybe take it. But that's gonna hurt. It looks like it might be your only option to do so as well. Either way, Provoke coming out onto a Roboros, passing the ball, hitting a freeze ray into which slot? The top slot, it looks like. Bendiva won't be able to start their net rush shenanigans now. Your only option is to pass your strike the bot. And even then, you don't even get to do that very consistently because you have Noizard on the field. Rather, you have Noizard on the bench. I know Mabel likes to prioritize her action economy with Noizard, though. So we are clicking Assess again, pass your strike into Izutsumi. The Nettle means that you will be dying next turn. However, because of the double Assess, Net Rush Dump is an option now. Even though you're on 2, you can get the revenge point very easily. It also means that Bendiva's at risk as well. I mean, the enemy of Bendiva. Mabel trying to figure out which target's worth it. Take the guaranteed point. Seems like a good idea. Bendiva, Fabio might have to switch out here. Or might feel compelled to switch out. Daredillo takes a hit! And it doesn't look good. Spitball into the bottom slot here. Very solid consideration. Because Daredillo doesn't have any support moves. Nothing like Provoke or anything. So, we're stuck in the front. Dodge roll is a consideration. However, It is worth noting that this Noizard is in the back. The winning combination seems to be Marcel and Marby. I wonder if that's on purpose. Anyway. Oh yeah. This timing is absolutely perfect. Burnout into the Albrax. Assess again? Mabel!
Oh my, that was bold.
Mabel, that's a high read! I mean,
Does
it
that
doesn't like
Dillo just explode?
Yeah, but it would have to not be able to leave with oh wait, you can still explode it with spitball. You can stop the dodge roll from happening. All it would have to be able to do is walk backwards, you provoke it, but then you can also dump to read that it's walking back and try to call it out. Either way, you have the provoke to stop the dodge roll if you think it's a consideration that you have to make. Does Mabel think it's a consideration that she has to make? Nope.
It would
Not
be
even
in the dump.
slightly worried. Run to the side. Not enough. It is enough. 72.
Oh.
However, and this is why that's so important, you have that Noizard on the back able to stop it, but the nettle is the important consideration here. Sylask is looking down a very interesting barrel here. You can put Sylask on the field. You can put Marby on the field. I mean, if you get Sylask on the field and you score, looks like a good situation. Double hit into either one. And you decide to nettle, Desperate Force down. Bendiva's still alive!
Bendiva moment.
A Bendiva moment. Oh my god.
I think that this is a guaranteed point, right?
I mean, yeah, if you decide to take it, sure. I mean, shoot, even if Orgella walks up, it's looking bad. There's no universe in which Orgella ever walks up for this. I think you would pass dump here. Which is why I'm not in the Crown series, because Mabel has different considerations and different options taking in her head. She thinks it's worth it to go for something like this.
Oh my.
Oh my. Scars are still taking
Oh my.
a ton of damage. Yeah, Orgella walks up, doesn't take the ball, leaving Dardillo to rot. Spitball comes out. You still have your considerations being made. You still have that tempo advantage, and you still have the Noizard in the back. Just to be able to catch all of these games. Skulltra in the top slot, trying to deny that Noizard from being able to come in. Jetfilmist can come out, and it can make very bad situations. However, Marby is still on the field here, able to catch any balls that come Marcel's way. Turn them from very scary hits to very regular hits.
Ooh.
And yet, you're doing a heat up here. Burnout into the bottom slot. Is that worth it? No, both BCs strained so suddenly.
Yeah, I don't think that was worth it.
Walk up, you steal the ball. No, actually, you still have Marby here, who's a very effective spirit hitter. You have Dardillo, who's only barely invested in the spirit at all. Ouroboros on the bottom here. Bendiva, I don't think could come in at all. And even if it could, you just have Sting trying to wipe itself. No, it's
going to.
Yeah, it's just to try and wipe itself so that no free moves can be made on its behalf. And I have to see which beastie wants to come in here. It's definitely got to be Noizard and Fetch'em. These are the beasties you have to win the game with. Dino will not give you 8 turns for any BC that you need right now to come up. But that heat wave that heat up on the Skulltra is actually doing a lot of work, as we can see. Just in case something in the front tries to catch it. Can Burnout do the job from here?
I mean, it loses damage as it goes, but Orgella can nettle.
The road. Just to buy some turns. You will not get 8, but you might get 4.
Indeed. That was a required play.
Yeah, that it was. Don't have the ability to stop this, but if Haley comes up, or forget Haley, if anything happens to catch this ball, then Marby is still able to play the game. And
I can see the slice here. It has good value with forcing that Skulltra to stay in.
The slice is almost a guarantee. Because it's just such a solid play. But it looks like you'd have to stop. What is the play? Provoke a Robo-Roast. Pass the ball, slice to the front. Keep eyes on Scaldra. That has to be the play. No?
Oh, oh my.
An interesting consideration to make. Arrogance, catching the ball is going to be 8 wide next turn. But that burnout is looking very fine. Or at least it would be. And that's a dead BC on the next turn. But Albex is going to be able to come in the turn after and really start making work happen. Depends on who you want to hit here. Nettle. Free ball into the bottom slot. And it hasn't clicked burnout yet, notice. So you got your forward turns. Albex is going to be able to come up on the board. Bendiva, however, is always an ever-present threat that yet can't come in. Bendiva does come in. Rather scary situation. It looks like Mabel is considering the possibility of walking up Barbie. It's 2-2. Mabel again taking it very close, just like the first day. It's the closest we've seen these games go with Dino. Hit into the front. Dardillo gets hit. 82 damage. Dread is off of the table, everybody. And now you get to come in with an Albrax for free, essentially. Your Nettle means that you can't bring in your Fetch'em again, but you have your 2 hitters in Bendiva and Silas coming in soon. Dino needs to figure out a way to handle that. Nettle twice onto Chilchuck. Desperate force into the top slot. Not gonna happen. The bench is slowly, very methodically being pinched away.
I feel like Bendiva is going to be Dino's solution to clean up the end game here.
Looks like it.
Or swapping in that Shloom back there and just double nettling everything.
Oh,
and
yeah, if you let double nettle happen, it's not gonna work out. You need to provoke for the double nettle. Now, can you see a world where this works? Bendiva does not come in. This is the first good sign. Silask is up. Can it survive both hits at the front? It can! Shellchuck cannot go down. At least not now. Freeze rate can come up. It looked so guaranteed at first, but now... Volley. Stinger into the top. Does not work like it needs to.
But it is preventing Freeze Ray from being boosted.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking at Torch Pass as well. We really need that Torch Pass to not come out.
Well, but Marcel goes down next turn if Ouroboros attacks.
Lies, Bendiva.
Or even if the Shloom does. But the Bendiva is back, and the Bendiva does threaten enough damage, I think.
I mean, this depends on what Dino does. If Dino decides to try to Torch Pass, then Bendiva comes in. If Dino decides to switch Bendiva, assuming that a Provoke comes out, then it's fine. Block comes out. Shloom takes the hit. Now you get a double nuddle out, and you can kill whatever you want. It depends on where you're targeting and where you send Bendiva. Another guess for game. How often does Dino get put in these situations?
Oh, man. If Dino takes it, then it'll be the entire tournament.
That'll be the entire tournament, and if Mabel takes it, then she has to win 3 more afterwards. Nettle?
Oof.
Nettle? Into Chilchuck. It looks like it might be. Either way, the block's coming out. Fate's been decided. Now it's a guess. It's a gamble. It's an act of God. Noiser lives!
Oh my god. Holy moly.
The Telekinesis is able to come out. The Provoke comes out to
Provoke.
stop the Torch Pass. That's game! Mabel takes one over Dino, making the goat bleed!
Game 3.
Oh my god! It can be filled! It can be beaten! Dino, Mabel, both matched in points. This is tournament life for Mabel. This is winner's life for Dino. If Dino loses this game, he will be put into a grand finals reset for all of the marbles.
Alright, let's see if Mabel can win 3 more times.
It's not in a row, but you do have to win this next one. It's 2 in a row against Dino. How many times can anyone say they've done that?
Not very many. Because Dino is the most adaptive player in the game, able to change his game plan on a dime to react to whatever it is the opponent is doing.
Yeah. Marby and Marcel, tried and tested lead here. There's a freeze ray coming out. It just depends on who. You can still click Dreadful Mist no matter what, but Miss Orgella wants to stay in the back anyway from what it's been seen. What are we gonna see? Because we don't have a spitball to stop Dreadful Mist. A spitball might have been nice, but that's a previous consideration. Still into a Rubber Rose. We're gonna see that Dreadful Mist. We're gonna see something. We might see a pass Nettle updraft just for the shits and giggles, but I don't think so. That's losing 40 damage for nothing. Comparatively speaking, Dreadful Mist is a very important thing to get set up right away and early. But you do have Silas on that heat up again for Arrogance. We're not going back into Marby. These are very familiar turns from all of us. Or for all of us. Now we can walk up Telekinesis Heat Ray. Or we can do the same thing that we did with Tractor Beam earlier with confirming that point. But if we think that Dino is going to do something about that play again, we can just walk up Telekinesis Freeze Ray into a slot. Depends on where we're going. Scaldra being 8 wiped was really important last game. But Dino still managed to clutch it out by the skin of his teeth. We're going to see a walk-up Telekinesis Freeze Ray into which slot? The bottom? Kills everything that tries to swap in if it's not Daredillo. Nope, that's a Sting. And that's an 8 wipe Scaldra. Except this time it's a free turn. It's even worse. That is rough for Dino.
Although we are going to see a lot of work being done by that double Nettle.
Yeah, Marby's going down almost certainly. Nettle, no? Oh my god! A Rubber Rose can just go down. Dump on the field means that things are gonna happen either way. That was a really good call from Mabel, actually. Complete and utter faith in her team. You could walk down for the dump here. Keep Marby safe. That's a good partner out. You're right, that was cheesy. I won't say that again. Quick tag out into Haley. Keeping a Rubber Rose stuck in. No matter what happens here. Hit into the Daredillo. Spitball's gonna come out. That's Jack D. Joker. Mabel's really trying to make a consideration here on who to hit. Looks like it's going to be the Spitball into the bottom slot. 40 damage. I don't think either BC could kill here, but you can get a Nettle, double Nettle specifically for the Desperate Force. And again, Dino's showing us why this play is absolutely incredible. Because you still can't be comfortable. Even with a position like this, the walk-up Desperate Force with a double Nettle or Rubber Rose that never has to leave the field.
And Dino has the most clever usages of Nettle.
Yeah, Nettle, Desperate Force into the top slot. That is going to work out. However...
Ooh. The only way forward. Double provoke free ball.
Well, that is a rough spot to be in. However, Haley can survive because Daredillo cannot leave the field. Even though Passion Strike is on the field, I would assume a tag out attempt from Dino. I would free ball into Orgella just in case he doesn't walk up. That's just me. Mabel hits the same line. Ah, spots it! But the Dread clears at the exact worst time! Noizard can come in, this is exactly what it was for! Mabel told me, this is exactly what Noizard was meant to do! Catch this! This exact situation!
Noizard moment.
Mabel's already... Forgive me,
See,
Mabel's already...
this is the downside of not having 2 Dread setters.
Going into Marcel here somehow. We have a spitball into the bottom, we just predict that shit!
Wow.
You can walk up telekinesis now. Oh my god! I mean, now, Scourger's still down, so you can walk up telekinesis, be relatively safe that a Noizard will not be caught. You can hit into the top, Noizard gets that, and you're in a great position to serve now. Which is what this was for. To get in a better serving position. However, it's the same difficulty as in game 1. We see that Mabel is stuck in a very odd serving spot. Diva can't leave, but it can block. It's a tough consideration to have to make. Mabel's currently making it in the throes of her decision making. It looks like Bendiva's the more preferred target. Block down. Hit for 71. Now Noizard gets to come in. And Bendiva cannot leave. At least not this turn.
Ooh, but we are going to see full power dump, and hitting even in the back, that's still going to hurt.
Yeah, even in the back, it's going to hurt. There's nothing really you can do about it, though. Noizard looks like your best call, to me. It looks like Mabel agrees. Chillchuck coming in, taking one for the team. How many times has that happened in the show? The freeze rate is going to be freed up. Oh, come on, I'm funny. Freeze rate another telekinesis able to come out. Noizard takes a hit, 45. No telekinesis, but you do get drums and you do get provoke. So even then, the dodge roll still can't come out, and anything that switches into the top here is going to get killed. But you have to make a play. Because Mabel's going to get another one, and she's going to get the reset if you don't.
BC Ball fans who have never seen Dungeon Meshi being like, what on earth is Nero talking about?
No spitball to stop provoke is also a little bit insane, as commented on by Satoros in the Twitch chat. Fabio goes down.
Diva. That bench looks awful though.
Yeah, but Chillchuck at least gets to come out. You get to swap it out for something like Marby. Yeah, but this is the same difficulty that we ran into last game. You need to last 4 more turns from here against Dino. It's doable, especially with a 2-0 lead, especially with Mabel managing her bench stamina a little better than last time. You don't have 2 8-wipe BCs, for example. However, you are going to find that Sculpture on the field is going to set Dread. It's going to be a highly miserable spot to be in. Plan from here. The Dreadful is going to come up. Dreadful is going to come up. Chillchuck's going to be rather useless. You need to make sure that whatever happens, you do not die this turn. And it looks like we're going to do that through Marby. Pass, updraft into the Passion Strike.
Oh.
Mistakes may have been made. Hit is into Marcel. It's a bad spot, but it looks like the consideration is also into something else. Just barely out of reach.
Oh,
however.
Oh no.
No. It's not quite over yet. Because we have Noizard on the field, remember. Without Dread, you do have this line with Noizard. The shot will be blocked. You have Arrogance at quite a low HP amount. You can walk up Burnout. You can slice. Either way, it's another guess for game. Dino's being pushed to the absolute limit here by Mabel. Even if it happens, Diva's only got 1 more turn on the lot. Slice up looks like your best bet here. But that means Ouroboros is probably going to walk up. That does mean that you do have a shot here if you hit into that slot. Right out into the top. We'll see what happens.
Oh!
Calling it!
Honestly,
Can't
I think I would have gone for the slice.
No, you still have one more play here. Even though it looks bad, you still have the one more play. You can let
Bin
Marby
Diva.
or Noizard go down. You can swap Noizard in for Bin Diva. No matter who gets hit, you have the dump consideration to make. If Marby goes down, then Noizard gets to come back in on serve. It looks like Dino playing right into Mabel's hands here. Marby goes down. Now, regardless of what happens, you have that boosted dump at the front.
But is that boosted dump enough?
We're gonna have to see. It wouldn't be the first time Mabel's guessed for game, and it certainly won't be the last. The way it looks like she's playing. Silas coming up in one more turn. Noizard on the field, catching the ball as he's supposed to. Walk up on the board. Is it enough? Just barely not. But the spitball can catch something here. You still have places to play make. Dino's playing out of his mind too, it's worth noting. He's called so many decisions correctly. Decision will have been locked in by now. Play from Mabel. Volley. Provoke. Onto a rubber roast. Spitball. Into. Sloom. Walks to the front. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You have Silas here. No sideways. Able to come out. Marby's coming up soon as well. It's worth noting. Noizard won't be able to bait another hit for you, but you won't be able to attack for a while here. That provoke up. Switch into that Silas. 64. With Ancient on the field, you have that provoke. You can torch pass. There's nothing stopping it. Diva's gonna come. Yeah, Marby literally has one more turn on the bench before anything can happen. Freeze Ray can come out, absolutely ruin the day. And it looks like that's exactly what's gonna happen. Volley, telekinesis, Freeze Ray into the top slot, prevent any shenanigans from happening. Push pass into Skull Draw!
Oh my, oh my.
Now, here's what you can do. You can, if you're Dino, you can updraft, you can pass, you can Dreadful Mist, you can pass back for the burnout. Shellshock won't be able to catch it, but you know who can? A funny little beastie named Marby. Marby's back on the field. Looks solid. Burnout into the top. Arborist takes the hit. Oh my god, he's going the distance!
That is one unhealthy bench.
Yeah, Bin Diva's dead next turn. No matter what, it doesn't look like there's a way to confirm the game either. Even if it dies right now, you won't be able to get it hit one dime. Is that game?
I think so. I'm not seeing a way out.
Races to get here. Is there a way out? There might not be. Of course, there is always the sideways stack, the stack attack, if you will. Google Eyes onto a Rubber Roast to make the consideration easier. Spitball into the top slot, perhaps.
It does prevent net rush.
Does prevent net rush. Oh! It's a consideration once again! Except I don't think there's any way out of it.
No, I don't think that there's any way out of it.
No, you can walk backwards.
With a nettle passage strike?
No, you can walk backwards. Marby will block the hit and it'll become livable.
But nettle?
But nettle! No! Ladies and gentlemen, beasties and ballers, your Neo Crown Series Season 1 champion!
Dino!
That is some of the best BC ball I've seen from both players. Oh my god. No! Mabel, the people's champion. Let's go to the bracket one more time. The Neo Crown Series champion for Season 1. Oh my lord. Oh. was an incredible set. I could watch that 1,000 times over. Oh my god. Hasn't that been a fun day of BC Ball?
Wow.
Oh my lord.
Incredible. Absolutely wild.
Yeah, took it to the absolute limit there. Again, all of Mabel's games against Dino have been 3-2 at the absolute worst. So, take Dino so far consistently so many times is incredible. It's an absolute statement of Mabel as a player. And of course, to our reigning Grassroots League champion Dino.
I'm really hoping to see somebody get first place that's not Dino at some point in one of these Grassroots League tournaments.
It would be awfully nice. That has been, usually what we would like to do here is do an interview. However, it has been 3 hours, 48 minutes.
Yeah, I'm so tired.
Oh, yes, I am straight. I woke up, like an hour ago. Not even, I woke up like at 8:30. We started stream at 9 a.m. my time. So, I don't think we'll be doing that. I think we're going to be going to bed and getting sleep and otherwise cooling off. Any closing remarks, Stardust?
I'm sleepy and I wish I could take a nap, but I'm planning on making curry for dinner.
I have a bit of a closing remark. I can't wait to cash out what I am owed.
Yeah, by the way, shout out to Skyblue. Oh my god, we have so many favors we owe this man. So everyone give a big shout out to Skyblue. Everybody.
You rock, Skyblue.
Thank you, Skyblue, very much, Skyblue. That's the set. That's the game for now. Thank you for joining us for this first season of the Neo Crown series. I didn't think I would be announcing it during the stream, but I might as well. Sign-ups for Season 2 are open. They're going to close around September 6th. So if you haven't signed up for this league again and you want to play or you want to see what you're made of or just want a chance to ball with some of the beasts out there, go ahead and sign up for the Google form in the Neo Crown series Discord channel right around now. It should be. Thank you all for watching. Looking forward to another series of yeah, hold on, for Unknown Guitar. I didn't realize Skyblue was actually able to be audible for that. No, that is Skyblue. That was Skyblue. That's my boy. That's my goat. This is a Halo announcer practically. Thank you all for your time. Thank you all for your patience. Thank you very much for sticking by us in this journey. We'll see you around for Season 2, everybody. Lights out, everybody. Go home. Get out of my house. Shoot. Shoot. Get out of here.
Be gone.
Get out of here. Be gone. Oh, leave. I told you to leave. Get out.